Beautiful Pete Rich Stadium, home of the Pell City Panthers, as we are looking at week number 2, game number 2 on the schedule. Coosa Christian coming from north Gadsden area. Actually, they are in Gadsden, so I guess that's Gadsden area. Adam Stocks along with Jamie Curley, the coach, as we get ready for game number 2, and we got a lot of stuff to break down here between Pell City and Coosa Christian. A 2A this year, Coosa Christian. They went to the 1A state championship last year, lost by 1 score, get bumped up to 2A. Pell City a 6A, obviously here. So, Coach, before we throw it to the coaches show real quick, we want to make sure we got enough time to get everything in. Last week, man, it went pretty smooth for Coach, and we got the coach's show coming up with Coach Gentry. And defensive line, I think, is a one thing. Defensive line and running game are the two things that really, really stood out last week. They gave Pell City that 35-7 win.
Yeah, you never know when you come into a season how good a team is, especially with new coaches, new players. Last week we got to see what Pell City's capable of. We know they can run the ball. Their offensive line, I think, during the coach's show, you'll see that who got the special, player of the game. That's going to be special, what he did with that. So with the offensive line, so they established the running game. When you rush for over 300 yards, that's awesome. So they want to be able to do that. He said he wants to be a running team. They could do that last week. So now we know their identity offensively. Defensively, we know they're going to get after it. So it's going to be fun to watch them play. Yeah,
this should be a good one. Hey, this one might be tight at the half. It may be a 1-score, maybe a 2-score game, maybe depending on what happens. But I think numbers going to be the big part of this game, especially in the second half. You got a roster of about 80 against a roster of about 35 or so, and the depth is going to come in. You got a lot of players for Coosa Christian, the 2A, that are playing both ways, and that's going to wear them down as the game goes on.
Yeah, definitely. That's an advantage for Pell City. And, again, for a team like this to be able to step up and want to play a bigger team, that's going to help them. But, again, this is no sloppy 2A team. This is a real good team. They're very well coached. They run the ball well, play solid defense. So, again, they've got to know they've got to do their game. Pell City's got to play their game, not worry about Coosa Christian, and do what they've got to do tonight. Clean up some of those penalties from last week and get out and do their game and establish what they're going to do.
All right, let's take a quick time out here. When we come back, the coaches show. Nick Gentry and I sat down yesterday. We talked about that big win against Pelham last week. We talked about this Coosa Christian team coming in. We break down a lot of the plays from last week as well. Stick around. It's the Pell City Panthers hosting Coosa Christian here, week number 2 on the River Sports Network.
Since 1903, the name Union State has represented a commitment to reliable service for generations of valued customers. And with over 150 years of combined experience, our staff at Union State Insurance looks forward to serving you and your family for generations to come with superior value and friendly service. Call me, Drew Alexander, at Union State Insurance, 205-884-1670, or on Facebook, Union State Insurance.
Hillgrove Funeral Home, since 1908, providing families with exceptional, compassionate care, where they believe that funerals and memorial services should be as unique as the individuals they honor. From traditional services to the celebration of life, pre-planning services, add a very personal touch with the life story, and so much more. See Mitch Barty and the staff at Hillgrove Funeral Home or call 205-338-3341. Dixie Sod Farm is a family business in Pell City that specializes in producing high-quality sod, Emerald Zoysia, Meyer Zoysia, and Tifton Bermuda. And our sod is harvested fresh in order to ensure a quality, healthy product. And at Dixie Sod Farm, we welcome orders of all sizes, whether it's one piece or a truckload. And ask about special delivery rates. Or find Dixie Sod Farm on Facebook, making Alabama beautiful for 3 generations.
I'm State Farm Insurance Agent JP Daly, and along with helping you fully manage your risk, I also want to help you save some money in the process. Come by our office in Pell City and let us assist you with your insurance needs, and we'll do our best to help create some extra dollars. You can also give us a call at 205-525-5525, follow us on Facebook, visit our website, jpdalystatefarmagent.com.
The men and women of the Pell City Police Department strive for excellence. We are better trained, more equipped, and ready to protect our community. With several specialized units, extensive training opportunities, the highest top-out pay in the region, and exceptional benefits. Pell City Police is where you will be supported, earn better pay, and use your skills to protect and serve one of the best communities in the country. Join the Pell City Police Department. Find more online at pellcity.com.
The Food Barn in Raglan offers the best in good old-fashioned hometown service when you're shopping for groceries, plus the latest ways to get great food specials your way. Click on RaglanFoodBarn.com. Follow the Food Barn on Facebook and listen to The River for weekly specials.
Where you can get everything you need from down on the farm and it won't cost you a leg or an arm.
And they're open 7 days a week. For the best cuts on quality meats, great service, and great prices, it's the Food Barn in Raglan.
Gilreath Printing and Signs has been your go-to printing and sign company for the past 31 years. Here at GPS, we're capable of handling all your printing, sign, and graphic needs, no matter the size and scope. We offer in-house graphic design and have the most up-to-date digital printing equipment. Our goal is to help you communicate to your audience using our experience, creativity, and technology. Come by our office in downtown Pell City or call us at 205-884-7800. At Gilreath Printing and Signs, we will put your name on it.
Welcome into the Coach Nick Gentry Show here on the River Sports Network. Adam Stocks along with the head football coach for our Pell City Panthers, Nick Gentry. And, Coach, it was everything that we hoped it would be, and we're going to recap a lot of highlights from the Pelham game, but the victory 35-7, your first head coaching gig at the high school level, a great win, offense, defense, special teams. Give us a recap, and we'll dive deeper into it.
You know, every opponent's 1-0. You know, that's what we go in the week. There's no face to our opponent. You know, we treated them just like we did Vestavia. Just a lot more game plan things we did with them. You know, we went in and basically handled our business. You know, I thought we were more physical than they were. You know, in better shape, and that's stuff we preach every day. That's things we do at practice, how we practice. You know, we were prepared. You know, and hopefully we go into Friday, you know, the same way this week and continue that throughout the season.
One of the things that we knew going in, and you even mentioned it last week in the coaches show, if there was one unit that was really going to be the standout unit, the defensive line, and boy, they just showed out. And we'll take a look at some of these highlights in a bit, but brag on the defensive line and what they did.
You know, that's a lot of sacks.
Yeah.
You don't see that many in a high school game. You know, Jordan Woods had a heck of a game with 4, but, you know, that's one thing we're really good at up front, I can honestly say, is rushing the passer. You know, we got to get better at playing the run and really sitting in there and holding our gaps. But, you know, if you let us, you know, pin our ears back and tee off on pass rush situations, we got a chance to get home 9 times out of 10.
And then, you know, your secondary, I thought, played well. The linebacking core played well. Really throwing a shutout until the last, minute and a half or so of the ball game.
Yeah, you notice I got, you know, more pissed off about that than anything. You know.
Yeah, no, we noticed the ones were in there with a 35-0 lead. We knew what the goal was.
You know, another reason for that, too, you know, I wanted them to learn how to finish the game, you know, for all 4 quarters, and that was our chance to really do it. And, you know, there is no score. It was 0-0 to us until the final, you know, horn blew. So, you know, we won't goose eggs up there. Our defense, you know, they won't shutouts. That was a big thing we talked about last year, and, you know, we didn't get but 1. You know, our goal this year is to try to get at least 6. You know, you got to hold it to a higher standard for them guys. They're veterans. You know, our defensive backs played really well. That's another reason why our defensive line got home a lot. There wasn't really nowhere to throw the ball. So, you know, hats off to them. Our linebackers, same way. You know, they played the run and the pass really well. You know, it's just all around. It was just a great effort from our defense, and it let our front really tee off. And the more comfortable and things that they got, and, you know, the more, you know, we kind of went up on score, you know, the more they get to pin their ears back and go play. You know, there's a lot less thinking, and it's just a feeling. You play football, you'll know it. You know, when you're in that type of situation, it's relaxing to a certain extent to where you're not thinking so much, but, you know, your energy level is really high.
All right, let's start looking at some of these replays. We got a bunch of them. Not all of them are going to be scoring replays. It's just, you know, some of them are hustle plays. hard hits, great runs. We're going to start off on the offensive side of the ball with a Smith run. Again, I don't think this is a scoring play, just kind of set the tone of how to start the ball game on offense.
Yeah, here's the thing, too. We talk about it. It's hard to find them type backs behind an O-line like that, and that's the thing. You got backs like DJ Verges. They can be seen a lot better, especially from the second, third level guys. And it's Isaiah, he gets lost, and once he pops. And, hats off to our O-line. They did a heck of a job of creating holes. If you go back and watch it from the butt shot, what we call the butt shot, them holes are there. They were opening up front. Isaiah gets mad at me a little bit this week because he didn't get player of the week. I gave it to Brandon Smith, the offensive lineman. O-line's got to be recognized too. They don't get recognized enough, but he did a heck of a job all game long of really just creating holes for our guys, and most of them big runs pop behind him. So, I told Isaiah, look, you wouldn't be able to do this without them guys up front. So he gave me a big old smile, but I know he was hurt, 180 yards, and you don't get player of the game, then you kind of get a little salty. But them big fellas up front, they really opened it up for him.
Well, if he goes a couple of 100 yards, man, he's not going to give you an option. You're going to have to give it to him at that point.
He gets to 200 yards, I'll give it to him. All
right, let's look at this one. And we talked about it last week about Jenkins, not only with the arm, but the dual threat running the ball as well. And here's a play right here, shows it off.
That's it. And this is where Coach Saban actually struggled with at Alabama, and I'll call it like it is. I think Kirby Smart made the adjustment in his defensive scheme to really, compensate for that 11th man. Once you start adding that quarterback run game in there, and that's kind of what I talked to Coach Bennett about through the summer, is finding ways to get Caleb in the run game. Because a lot of your rules in your defensive schemes nowadays is based off of not having him in it. So once you start adding that 11th guy, now it's 11-on-11 football, so it makes all the schemes just go out the window. Your rules are not there like they are. Same thing with Saban. You see him against Johnny Manziel's, the Nick Marshalls, the Cam Newtons. That's where Alabama has struggled over the years defensively, is seeing that 11th guy, that quarterback run game. It's just hard to stop. You got to get your deep safeties and everything involved where, if he can't run, you ain't got to worry about it, So that's the biggest thing we, talked about all summer, is getting Caleb involved. The one thing you see is surprising, because I told you he's like a running back, man, and he can hit it and he can run good enough to get what we want. But at the same time, he makes really good decisions and knows how to read it.
Yeah, and Tiffany, can we go back to that Jenkins run again? Let's look at it again and look at the way the defender follows Isaiah. And this is early in the game, and boom, right there, and he gives Jenkins the option to carry the ball himself.
That's it. And that's the thing, same thing, create misdirections. That's where your linebackers, you see, once them two linebackers split apart, that's it. I don't care what scheme it is. If they split apart, they're in trouble. If they're not flowing the same way, then 9 times out of 10, you're going to hit home.
All right, let's look at the defensive side of the ball right here. A couple of camera angles on this side. Break this down for us.
Scroll that back. Same thing right here. The pulling guards and pulling tackles, I noticed that last year is big in high school football. It's hard to stop. We expect our DNs. We got 2 ways to really play it, whether we spill it, which we did here, or box it, what we call box it in and keep it inside. We're either going to make it bounce outside or come inside. And right there, we knew that they weren't fast enough to get it outside and really break. Our DBs are, really good at coming downhill, so we wanted to keep it a lot more inside and make them run into the teeth of our defense.
Yeah, and another, we got back-to-back defensive plays right here. Going to look at wide and a narrow shot here too.
Same thing, right? This is Tristan Anderson, a safety coming down in a box. He almost got mixed up with the motion. He's supposed to sit in there, but this is what we talk about, going to fit it up. This is things we struggled with last year, is getting them safeties downhill. They were so used to just dropping back in coverage, and it was a run play. They're really starting to get in there and be a presence in the run game.
And keeping them out of the end zone as well.
Right.
And all right, so the next one, we've got the INT by Sanders right here in the end zone. Great play.
I thought it was a heck of a play. He scares me sometimes, but he does this a lot. He's really good at setting up quarterbacks and making him think that he's beat to get that type of play. He does it all the time at practice, and I'm getting ready to chew him out, getting his butt, but. all of a sudden he makes a great play at practice, and I'm starting to realize he's kind of that Deion Sanders type of guy where, he'll bait you. He'll bait you.
Yeah, and I mean, as he and the DB are coming down, they both basically, I mean, he basically takes the ball away from the DB as they're falling to the ground right there.
That's it. He could play receiver too. That's the thing, but, I really see him as a Power 5 corner. When he first got here, he thought he was a receiver, but, I told him you're going to go make your money playing corner, Bubba. With his size and length, it's going to be hard over the years to really catch anything on him because he's got great speed, but he's just athletic. He knows how to put himself in position.
And let's take a look at the first score. I think this is coming out of a timeout because I saw 22 coming out of the sideline.
Yes.
And you talked about this last week in the coaches show that we didn't show Vergis at running back in the Jamboree game because you didn't want to show your hand there. And then so we come out, 22 comes out, they call a timeout, and you still go with Vergis and 1 carry, 1 touchdown coming up here.
This is funny. So we were on the sideline, and I told Coach Bennett, I said, look, let's go out there. We're going to hard count and see if we can get them to jump off sides. If not, then we'll punt it. And then at the last second, I said, you know what? Scare money don't make no money. Put Vergis in. Let's go. We're going to go try to get the first down, which, a lot of people at midfield ain't going to do. But, this is what we want to build our team on, confidence. We believe in y'all to go get this. And I grabbed Vergis by the face, man. I said, you better get my first down. And he said, Coach, I'm going to get you more. Well, he popped out of there, and he got me way more. So, after the TJ deal, the interception, and then, getting into that, I think this is when our team really started taking off. But, once again.
The speed right there, too, running away from the secondary.
That's 225 pounds. But you go, same thing, you look at our O-line, they did a heck of, tight ends, they did a heck of a job opening up that hole. I mean, I could have drove a 18-wheeler through there. So it's just, hats off to them. We challenged them. They're young. And as long as they keep growing, we can keep running the ball.
All right, we're going to take a timeout here. We've got a lot of replays still. Pell City only up 7-0 at this point off that first touchdown run by DJ Vergis. So we got some more offense, more defense to take a look at. We'll talk about tonight's opponent coming up against Coosa Christian, game number 2 on the season. Stick around. The Nick Gentry Show continues here on the River Sports Network.
It's game day. And from all of us at Bucks Island,
from the Loft Tackle Store,
from the team in service,
from the team in parts,
from the sales team,
from the Bucks Island family, good luck and go get 'em, boys.
Treating our customers the way we want to be treated since 1948. BucksIsland.com or call 1-800-I'm-READY. Let our team help you win on the water.
Sense Collision, providing great customer service and high-quality repairs from minor fender benders to full restorations. And Sense Collision accepts all insurance companies. Located at the Crossroads in Moody, next to Forever Memories Monument Company. Get the job done right. Give Riker a call today at 205-640-6234. Sense Collision in Moody. It just makes sense.
Jake from State Farm. I would like to formally extend my gratitude for the Russell rate on my insurance.
Do you mean surprisingly great rates from State Farm?
I don't believe in accepting help, but I'll make an exception.
Here's the deal, Russell. There's no special rate. These prices are for everyone.
Consider us square. I made that from memory. I know your face that well.
For surprisingly great rates and great service, call State Farm agent Bart Perry in Pell City.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Jefferson State is the best choice for my education. You can get a jump start on college by completing college credit while still in high school.
Or get an associate degree in one of Jeff State's high-demand career programs and start earning great pay right away.
How about saving thousands in tuition by starting at Jefferson State, then transferring to a 4-year university? And with online classes and 4 convenient campuses, I can earn a degree around my schedule.
Find your place at Jefferson State. Registration going on now.
Let AV Pro take care of all your smart home needs. At AV Pro, we specialize in creating personalized options to easily and comfortably control your home. Whether you're wanting a movie room to watch the big game or a whole home audio system that fills the inside and outside of your home with your favorite music. At AV Pro, our expert team will ensure that every device works together seamlessly and controlled at your fingertips. Call or come by our showroom for more info.
If you want great food and a family-friendly atmosphere, then get the Jumbo's Burgers, Wings, and more.
Mouth-watering burgers, amazing wings, tasty barbecue, delicious lunch specials, and don't forget about my DJ fries. Located on Old Coast City Road in Pell City. Dine in, carry out, or order online. Jumbo burgers, wings, and more, where good food tastes even better. Go Panthers!
Hey Panther Nation, it's April at Merle Norman Cosmetics, and I'm excited to introduce you to our new venture, Blush Boutique. You already know about the amazing skincare and color cosmetics that we offer, but what you may not know is that we also have clothing, handbags, jewelry, and Panther Game Day t-shirts. Shop local and come visit the new Blush Boutique at Merle Norman. We are located at 1915 Cogswell Avenue in historic downtown Pell City.
Welcome back to the Nick Gentry Show here on the River Sports Network. Adam Stocks, along with the head football coach for our Pell City Panthers, standing at 1-0 on the season after the big 35-7 win against the Pelham Panthers. Coosa Christian coming to Pete Rich Stadium on Friday. If you're watching the pregame, kickoff right around the corner. If you're watching the Coaches Show, which we drop about 5:30 or so on Thursday, we appreciate you checking out the sneak peek into that. Right now, we're kind of recapping the win against Pelham. We took a look at some offense and defense. Right now, we're sitting at a 7-0 lead. That's where we are in the replays as Coach breaks some of these plays down. Let's go back to the defensive side of the ball here as we look at Woods. Many plays on Friday night for Woods. Here's one for him right here.
Oh, yeah. This thing, he thought it was a screen. I think it was supposed to be a screen, but, JP comes back there flying up, makes him step up in the pocket. Jordan Woods just effort, man. Effort gets you a lot of sacks. If he made half of the plays that he missed, he'd be – his stats would be crazy.
4 sacks as it is pretty solid.
It's pretty solid.
Woods, yeah.
It's pretty solid. He still continued to grow. He started last year young. He's a junior this year. Hasn't been playing football that long. He quit playing football, I think, back in 6th grade. Came back in high school. So, he's still trying to get the feel for how things work. But, just a special athlete. He reminds me a lot of my defensive end I coached at UAB that's from Elba that starts at the Cleveland Browns right now. Probably a little bit more talented than him, but – he's got a lot of ability. He's got a lot of growing to do. He can be one of the best players to ever come out of Pell City if he just continues to grow, mentally and physically.
Let's take a look at the offensive side of the ball. I think we got a touchdown pass right here we're going to break down.
Yes. Same thing right here, getting it out to our athletes. Clegg's a big body. That's our guy. We're waiting on him to turn into that true monster, our Julio Jones. He's got strong hands. He's really big. Sometimes I want to stick him at defensive end. You just got to get them more involved. But when you're running the ball like we were, it's hard not to, stop running the ball. We want to keep running and running. And I know our receivers get frustrated, but, eventually that's going to open them up to have a big day. So, we're going to continue to run the ball. I said that. But when we can get them involved, especially when they're going to load the box like they did and give us the numbers on the outside to make plays like that, we're going to take it.
Let's take a look at Jordan Perry's sack on this next replay here. I think we're in the second quarter here.
Yes, same thing, effort. You wish you'd come off a little bit better, but just staying active. And, he's got a great motor. Same thing with him. This is his second year playing football. He's just going to continue to get better. Him and Jordan Woods, they compete against each other a lot. As long as they keep doing that and being competitive, I think this defensive line can be one of the best in the state. And that's another thing. You get them back next year. So they're just juniors and they're still learning. It's a good feeling to have as a coach.
Yep, Perry with that sack there. All right, let's look at Dunnaville's sack right here. Again, that defensive line. Woof.
Dunnaville was actually our player of the game.
Mm-hmm.
I know he didn't have the stats, Jordan Woods did with sacks and all that, but he was everywhere. He was blowing stuff up. He was being disruptive in the backfield, and one of the things he struggles with, honestly, is part of, working it and, really focusing in on it is pass rush. That's one of his weaknesses, I'll say, but, he showed the ability to do it this past game. Hopefully he continues to do that because if we can continue to get that presence in the middle pass rush, we can defeat a lot of offenses. That's the hardest place to, get your sacks and stuff is through the middle. So if we can get guys to really disrupt through there, it's going to be a fun season defensively.
Do you, before we go to the next highlight, do you some coaches will script the first 5, 8, 10 plays of a ball game regardless of what happens on the offensive side of the ball just to see what kind of defense is thrown at you? Do you have that philosophy?
Yes. If you don't, I think something's wrong. I've seen teams that go out there and do their script and score and never go back to that offense. That bothers me. But usually you script it up offensively. You're going to have your 8 to 10 plays, and you're going to, shift in motion and do things to see how they adjust and basically set you up for the rest of the game. Defensively, it's a little different. It's hard, and some of the opening scripts that some of these guys have is just amazing. I was talking to a couple, Coach Pruitt, and I've heard Coach Prope say this, and they were talking about Vestavia Hills. Buddy Anderson, I think it was the coach. They said every opening script he would score every year. There was nothing, like they couldn't do nothing to stop it. But after that, they started playing ball and ended up winning games. But when you got guys that know what they're doing and understanding the adjustments that they have to make in order to put the ball in place, that's what makes Joey Bennett so special, because he does. He understands from, the quarterback to the center all the way out to the Z receiver. He understands what's going on and why, and he understands defense. And, me and him talk about it all the time in meetings, and he gets my input and my philosophy on what I'm seeing and what I think they would do if he did things like that. So, working hand in hand like that, your opening script, that's what's going to open up your game. We drove it down there. We didn't finish it, but the things that we were doing, throughout the game was based off of what we did in that opening script. We made adjustments. We knew that they were going to line up a certain way or shift a certain way their front, and we took advantage of it.
All right, let's go back to some replays here. Smith with a nice touchdown run right here puts Pell City up another score.
Same thing right here. You look at the holes, Malik's downfield, and what I love, we got to calm down a little bit, but just the offense, this is excitement. But them hog mollies, you can see it right here.
Yeah.
We were wearing them out. They were tired, and we just kept pounding it. But you give that little guy a crease, he's going to hit it, and he's going to go. Same thing, though. I'm just waiting to see his true speed. I don't think y'all really seen it yet. He's got to have somebody that's going to come get him to really turn it up, and he's got to feel it. It's almost like racehorsing. He sees that guy in his peripheral vision. He's going to go.
Yeah, you talked about it last week. You think he's faster when somebody's chasing him.
Yes.
Yes. And we saw it there one more time on that replay. Watch once he breaks through the hole. Watch the gap between him and the defenders widen.
Right. And that's the thing, their safeties were playing up. They load the box, but if they're going to play up in there, they better get ready to come fit it. And it's hard because you don't want to get beat over the top. But I think they kind of knew we were running the ball. We just was establishing our dominance. And like I said, we're going to continue to do this for the rest of the season.
All right, let's take a look at another touchdown pass right here for the Panthers on this next replay. That 35-7 win.
Yes, same thing right here. So they're overplaying it on the backside. They basically chased with two. Clegg was over there by himself, and we slung the flare out. They were supposed to have a backer take it, but he ended up getting picked through the process right there. And once you do that, it's free range. As long as you got the speed to get the end zone, you're going to score.
All right, we go to the next one. Looks like a long run by Smith, I think, is the next play that we're going to break down here.
Yeah, this is the one, he rolled up his ankle a little bit, and he was limping around, but you put the ball in his hand, and it's like nothing happened. But I thought this was a great job by Lovell. He pinned back on the nose guard right there. If he lets him slip, that's a TFL. And the way we're zoning it is hard because, you got to take your zone steps, but guy crossing his face, and if he ain't got a man to work up to, he's going to pin back on it and basically open it up. He did a really good job there.
Can we get that the tight shot, and can you go slow? Let's watch that offensive line, what Coach was just talking about.
Same thing right here. You see Lovell right here. Mm-hmm. If he lets that guy go, it's a TFL, and that's where we're going to threaten them A's to B's. Certain formations right here inside zone. If we can hammer that open A or that open B gap, we're going to do it.
Let's look at another example of that offensive line in the run game. We got Vergis with touchdown number 2 on the night right here.
Same thing right here, running a power, just pulling it up in there. It's a great job on the double team on this right side, just a straight wash. You get movement like this. You see right here, Malik and Brandon Smith, Jamari and Brandon Smith, just same thing. Get a body on a body, wash them down, lay it on them. That's mass over time gets tiring. You know what I'm saying? When you get them big bodies laying on you, throughout the game, you're going to get tired as a defensive lineman.
And another big play by Dunnaville is going to be the next replay that we'll watch here.
The same thing, man. And the kid's so strong. I mean, look at the knockback, in the pursuit. Effort. One thing about it, I can say our defense right now, they're racing to the ball because they want to make the play. You know what I mean? So they know if they don't run to the ball, they're never going to make a play because somebody else is running to the ball. So this is a great job by Dunnaville getting knocked back. JP makes it bubble out a little more. But, that effort right there will win you a lot of football games.
One more time on that shot. Just everybody flying to the ball on defense.
That's it.
Just watch this.
Pursuit.
Yeah.
Pursuit. Playing violent. And like I said, just racing and having fun, man. And you want to go make the plays, you got to do your job. But when it comes time, I want to make the play.
I think we got another sack. This time we're going to look at a Perry sack on defense.
Same thing right here, JP. This is funny because, he's supposed to be dropping in coverage. There's nothing shows. He's supposed to be spying the quarterback. I think he waited a little too long, but it's a great job right here just being patient and keeping the edge.
And then one more highlight. Yeah, this is the very end. Just kind of wanted to see that. Always love to see this. That's a great sign right there when you got the student body, the cheerleaders, the players, the band, everybody right there celebrating the victory.
Right. And, win or lose, we're going to do this. But, this is what it's about. We talk about making history. We're going to do something that Pell City hasn't done in a long time. I think it's a great start. And the more involvement we can get with our cheerleader student section, I wish our fans would come on and pick it up more than what they have been. Our boys deserve it, and the more we can get the environment, hostile for other teams, the better we're going to be. Our team feeds off of it, but at the same time, it's hard for, the other team to come in here and play in that type of environment.
All right, let's take a time out here. We will come back with our third and final segment. We'll talk about tonight's opponent, Coosa Christian. We'll talk a little bit more. We'll wrap up a little bit more from last week's game against Pelham, that 35-7 victory. Stick around. The Nick Gentry Show continues here on the River Sports Network.
Hi, I'm Adam Vandiver, financial advisor and owner of Logan Martin Wealth Management. As a financial advisor, I specialize in helping my clients achieve their investment and retirement goals. I educate my clients on not only how to invest, but why. I have many solutions that can help you achieve these goals. All it takes is having a goal-oriented conversation to find what solutions are most suitable for you and in your best interest. Call 533-0388 or visit LoganMartinWealthManagement.com. Grow the life you want with Logan Martin Wealth Management.
Looking for a little more comfort in your life? Don't think you can afford a top brand heating and cooling system? Well, Carrier has the right solutions for every budget. And at Allen Service Company, they'll show you the full lineup of best-in-class home comfort systems. Turn to the experts at Allen Service Company, where financing is available, subject to credit approval. Call 205-338-2311, 205-338-2311, or visit online at allenservicecompany.com.
This is Carson Branch from Pell City Auto Plus. I'm the best salesman on TikTok and Facebook. We're located on the corner of Cogswell Avenue and Trust Ferry Road. We offer affordable pre-owned used car and in-house financing for all credit histories. We are family-owned and family-run business. If you're in the market for an affordable used car, come over and see us at Pell City Auto Plus, where we always have a pot of coffee ready.
Sunbreakers Glass Tinting is now open. Located off I-20 at the corner of Highway 78 and Seddon Road in Riverside. As a Lumar Formula One dealer, we are happy to provide the finest materials in window tinting. Our seasoned and experienced installers are here to guarantee your complete satisfaction. And we offer a manufacturer lifetime warranty on window film and labor. For more, visit sunbreakersglasstinting.com, your number one choice in glass tinting.
State Representative Randy Wood wants to give a big shout out to everybody that makes high school football so much fun. The players, the cheerleaders, the band, the coaches, the moms and dads, and the fans in the stands. And he's been working hard for the people of District 36 in Montgomery since 2002. And that includes Pell City, Lincoln, Sachs, Oxford, and Anniston. Longtime business owner, Alabama National Guard member, it's State Representative Randy Wood.
I spy with my little eye my arms are getting closer.
And if that's the case, look at Vision First.
Yes, Vision First is always first on my list. They're physician-owned and operated.
Whether it's eye exams, eye emergencies, or LASIK surgery, their focus is on your focus, not their balance sheet.
Vision First puts your vision first by being a VSP Premier Partner, which means bigger discounts.
Go to visionfirsteyecenter.com and request an appointment.
Vision First.
Great food and great variety. It's City Market Grill and Buffet in Pell City. A great selection of meats, fish, vegetables, desserts, and the largest salad bar in the county. And of course, it's all you can eat. The City Market Grill and Buffet in the Walmart Shopping Center in Pell City. Check out their Facebook page for times and prices. City Market Grill and Buffet. Welcome back to the Nick Gentry Show here on the River Sports Network. Adam Stocks along with the head football coach, which, by the way, the Panthers 1-0 after the big 35-7 victory against the Pelham Panthers at Pete Rich Stadium. First 3 games of the season are at Pete Rich. 6 of the 10 are at home as well. So love that, and hopefully with that home field advantage continues as we go through the season. Coach, before we wrap up the Pelham game and start talking about Coosa Christian for this week, what was the message to the kids pregame, halftime, and then end of game on the field?
Pregame, it was, let's go out there and do something special. Let's do something that hasn't been done around here for a long time. Obviously there's, some fired up moments in there and really getting them going. But, we talked about it all summer. We talked about it all off season before the summer. Look, we got to start fast. We got to come out and explode off the jump. And put ourselves in position, to win the game early. Going into halftime, 0-0. We can't be lulled to sleep. We talked about not, taking our foot off the gas. We're going to push it down to the metal as far as we can and not let off. I thought they did a good job. I think our second half was probably the best we've had, since I've been here, of coming out and being explosive and really taking care of business. So. It's kind of the same thing, from the start to the middle to the end, just finishing the game and doing it our way, the Panther way, and being dominant doing it.
When you go in at the half, and I know there's only one game under the belt, we were up 14-0. Great momentum swing, too. Got that interception late in the ball game, or late in the first half to go up 2 scores. The halftime, do you look at that as a teaching moment or a holler at them and get their attention, or I guess it depends on what the scenario is?
Yeah, what I do when I come off the halftime, I get all the coaches together first, and we kind of talk about adjustments, offense, defense, special teams, and then, I let them split off and kind of go offense, defense, and then, we go in the indoor, and you got the defense on one side and, the offense on the other side, and we got a TV set up watching plays. Offensive coaches are going over, what they do, and defensive coaches are going over what they do. And then basically I'll call them back up and I give them the good, halftime speech and get juiced up and go to work.
All right, let's talk about tonight's opponent, Coosa Christian coming in. They made it to the championship game in 1A last year. They advanced to 2A, or they jump up to 2A this year. A private school up in the Gadsden area, right off of 759, right before you get to Gadsden City High School, big church and football field over there on the right. Big fan. I like Mark O'Brien up there. He's a former Navy SEAL. I think he's done a great job there, served our country. But this is a team. This is going to be, I think, a game of numbers.
Yes.
They're going to have some talent out there on the field.
Yeah.
They're a good football team. But ultimately, when you look at our sidelines on Friday night, you look at their sidelines, you're going to notice a difference in the personnel, especially those in helmets and uniforms out there. And I think ultimately that will play to Pell City's advantage. Talk a little bit about Coosa Christian. What can we expect out of this team?
I've known Mark O'Brien for a long time from Jacksonville State days when I was coaching over there. Great man, really respected, gets after it. But, his team is a lot like he is. It's almost like he brings that Navy SEAL mindset to them. I think they got 35 guys. Play both ways. A lot of them play both ways. But, You know, we OTA'd with them last year, and they're tough, Bubba. They come out and play football. They're not scared. They're going to come out and try to hit you in the mouth. You know, hopefully over, you know, the course of the game, we can kind of wear on them with our numbers. But, you know, this ain't going to be no slouch. We got to go in there and play football against these guys, or we can easily be beat. You know, I told our team that we can be beat by anybody on our schedule, but we can also beat everybody on our schedule. This is one of them teams that you sleep on them, they can hurt you.
What do you think they'll try to do to expose us on offense and defense?
You know, that's a great question. You know, running the ball is, you know, their forte. You know, they want to be physical up front and get heavy set personnels and all that, and they'll spread out sometimes. But I think their MO is going there and running the football and loading up with tight end personnels and all that. You know, their defense is really. You know, they do some things. They move in, you know, really try to load the box up, make you throw the ball. But they do things up front with their alignments and things that are different. You know, they'll move almost every play. They're going to move to something, you know, up front, whether it's 5 up, 4 up, 6 up. You know, they're going to make you throw the ball to beat them.
Yeah, it's this is a very good team. They made it to the championship game last year in 1A. And I was looking at the latest Sports Writers Association top 10 poll, which means absolutely nothing. I mean, it happens on the field and something you can brag about. But 5 of the 10 teams that we play against this year are in the top 10 in whatever their respective classification is, which and we're kind of used to that as Pell City fans because the region that we've been in with Pinson Valley and Clay Chalkville and Oxford, you're talking about 3 teams that really had a stranglehold on the 6A state championship for about 6 or 7 years.
Right.
It was somebody out of that region. Same thing now, Mountain Brook, Oxford, Clay Chalkville. We want to put our name into that conversation now. But the toughness of the schedule, you know, talk about that through the year.
You know, that's the thing. This is the SEC when it comes to regions. I mean, you just said it. Multiple state championships in the past. 10 years almost. You know, Oxford, Clay Chalk, Pinson. I mean, they win it. You know, Coach Albert was actually on them Pinson teams as the receivers coach when they were over there winning it. Coach Bennett was on Clay Chalk when they win it. So, you know, our region sets us up, especially for playoff games. And, you know, you're not going to see teams like this. You're playing the best of the best in the state. You know, so when you kind of try to schedule some, you know, off basically 5As, you know, if you can get a 4A, some of the smaller division schools, but you want them to be at the top-notch level. You know, I think that's what Coos is doing now, you know, with the schedule they have, because it's brutal for them for the first 3 or 4 games, but I think they try to set themselves up for who they're going to see in, you know, their region and to the playoffs to make the championship. You know, they're not going to see a bunch of 2A teams like us. You know, Pierce County saying, you know, out of Georgia, they're not going to see teams like that when they reach that level. So I think they're setting themselves up for that. But you know, our region is dangerous. It just is. There's so many athletes, you know, especially in that Clay Chalkville, Pinson, Trustful area. I mean, I went back and did a study a few years ago, and it's still holding up to this day. The NFL guys and college guys that they have coming out of that area is ridiculous now. I mean, based off population, it's way past Mobile. You know, and then your second that's still past Mobile is actually that Anniston-Oxford area, just producing, you know, lots of talent. You're going to play it, you know, year in and year out. And then Mountain Brook, you know, already know them guys they're just tough. You know, they're Vestavia Hills, basically 2.0. They're going to get after you. They're going to play ball. They're going to do everything right. So, you know, we get a little mix and match of everything in our region as far as what we're going to see offense and defensively. But it just sets us up for the playoffs. So when we see some other teams, you know, we've already seen the best in the state.
As we wrap up here the last minute or two, do you get a chance as a head football coach? I know when you're coming out on the field, you probably glance over there. But during the course of the game, you know, do you ever glance over your right or left shoulder, look at the crowd? I thought it was a really good crowd because I looked down and to the right, to the left as I'm looking down at the press box. I thought Pelham brought a good crowd well.
They did.
You know, do you ever look back and just kind of, you know, look at the crowd and think, hey, I'm the head coach here?
No, I
yet.
didn't. I didn't. You know, but at the end of the game, towards the end of the game, I guess you can say I did when I turned around and kind of glanced back. I guess I did, but you know, I want to load this place up. I want it to be packed out, standing room only. You know, that's the environment we're trying to create here. You know, it's hard because, you know, Pell City hasn't been winning for years. So we got to change that environment. And that's why I kind of say stuff about fans. I'm just going to be totally honest, I don't think half of our fans really know how to cheer because they ain't never got a chance to do it. So that's things that we got to fix, and I think the more we win and some of the things that I got with, basically sound effects and student section, some of the things that I've talked to them about doing is really going to amplify our environment and our atmosphere. So hopefully, it'll continue to grow, but we want to pack it out. If we got to bring in benches and all that for extra seating, that's what we need to do.
Yeah, the good old days, as old people say. I mean, I can remember calling games against you at Trustville when we were in the same region, Clay Chalkville, where we had to go to the Parks and Rec department and borrow some of the youth football bleachers and bring them from the parks and put them in the end zones,
right,
all over the place. And that's what I think we're heading that direction, Coach.
It is.
As we wrap up here, anything you want to put out?
Just come on back to the game Friday. Come get loud. If you got anything that you need, from football, Daniel Graham, my right-hand man, is the guy to get in touch with, whether it's with parking or any issues that, we had from last Friday. We're trying to get everything cleaned up, but come on and come support the Panthers, man. We're trying to make history, but we want to do it with everybody.
All right, kickoff is coming up. If you're watching this during pregame, 7 o'clock kickoff. If you're watching as we drop it on Thursday evening, we appreciate that. Thanks to Tiffany Studdard on the other side of the camera, doing a great job with the replays, and we'll do that all season long. Looking for win number 2 and game number 2 as we host Coosa Christian coming into Pete Rich Stadium. I'm Adam Stocks. That is the coach, Nick Gentry, here on the River Sports Network.
This is Senator Lance Bell. I want to thank you for the opportunity to represent you in Montgomery. I am so excited about this time of year as we watch our cheerleaders, our football teams, and our band as they perform on the field. And parents, I'm not forgetting about you. That's what's great about Alabama. I'm Senator Lance Bell. Thank you for the privilege to serve you in Montgomery.
Since 1989, Metro Bank has continued to build on the philosophy of being friendly, caring bankers to everyone in the community, focusing on personal banking, business banking, loans, and more. And now more than ever, Metro Bank helps your money stay more safe and secure, featuring online banking, mobile banking, ATM deposits, all with a branch near you. Find out more. Click on metrobankpc.com. Metro Bank. Come home to us.
When a hometown girl with a love for t-shirts turns a dream into reality, the result is Small Town Blanks, Pell City's premier t-shirt shop. With our Small Town Blanks t-shirt brand and the highest quality fabrics, we can outfit our customers with the vibrant colors and endless custom options they desire. We offer traditional vinyl and direct-to-film along with our super comfy sublimation prints. We are proud to partner with local schools, organizations, and events to design their one-of-a-kind shirts.
Small Town Blanks made with hometown love.
Let Griffin Laser Engraving help you with all of your custom laser engraving needs, powder coating, and UV color printing. And Griffin Laser Engraving is your local authorized Yeti dealer, where you can find everything Yeti. Stop by our showroom on Highway 78 in Lincoln and see our great selection of Yeti products, Abaco sunglasses, custom trophies, awards, gift ideas, and more. Griffin Laser Engraving. We make it the way you want it.
I'm Ashley Green with the Ash Agency, an independent insurance agency in Cropwell. With over 20 years' experience in risk management, we are partners with the industry's top-rated companies, providing you with quality products, excellent service, and guaranteed value. In home, auto, boat, recreational vehicles, small commercial, workers' compensation, and more. Call 205-900-2740 for your quote today, or visit theashagency.com, an independent insurance agency. Quotes don't cost a dime, just a little of your time.
There's a lot to think about this time of year. There's back-to-school lists, annual appointments, work meetings, and weekly agendas. You might even have a list of to-do lists that you need to do. Now you can get more done with Hargray's fast and reliable internet. Enjoy 300 meg internet with unlimited data for just $39.95 per month for 12 months. Call Hargray at 844-246-2932 today. Get more done with Hargray's fast and reliable internet.
With WinSouth Credit Union's digital banking, your money moves as much as you do. So you can save money, send money, and spend money wherever you are. And WinSouth Digital Banking is completely free, so you can use your money for adventures. It only takes 5 minutes to sign up today. Visit winsouthcu.com to get started.
Welcome back to Pete Rich Stadium. If you are watching the live stream here at 6:37, you see the barbecue grill fired up on the left side of the screen. You see the cheerleaders getting ready to break out the banner for the football team. Color guard out there on the bottom right of the screen. You see the colors and the state of Alabama flag, the JROTC here from Pell City High School. Adam Stocks along with Jamie Curley, the Senator, Lance Bell roving the sidelines, and a cast of others, a crew of 9 every Friday night, bringing you Pell City Panther football live here on the River Sports Network. And as you watch again, you notice as we are panned right from the second story of the press box here, yes, the band has moved again. Begin the comments out there on the live stream. Yeah, we had Marty Smith, the athletics director of Pell City High School. He joined us yesterday morning to talk about logistics, parking, things like that, with all the construction going on, how week 1 went last week, and then some changes, subtle changes being made for this week. And one of those is the band going back to that right side of the field as we look down here from the home side, and the student section also down there on the right side with them as well. Coach Jamie Curley, before we went to the coaches show there, we talked about a lot of things went right for the Pell City Panthers on last Friday. Two big things. One, the running game and the defensive line. That running game, just absolutely fantastic. 34 rushes on the night, 331 yards. Class of 1990 Pell City math, that's almost 10 yards a rush right there. That's pretty solid.
That's good. You got that figured out on your own, didn't you? Yeah, it was awesome. I mean, that's one of those things, and, that's one of the – it was not an accident. That comes from preparation over the summer. That comes with teaching the linemen what to see, how to feel with the reads the defense is going to get you. They actually moved a little bit. Pelham did a good job of moving their defensive line, and our offensive line picked it up very well. So that was not an accident. That's well coached, well trained, and they've got to continue that. Again, trying to be a running football team. That's something you develop each week. And as those 5 guys gel together and they start reading each other's mind, that's only going to get better, because there's a fantastic game coming up next week. I know we got to get through this one. We never look ahead. But that's how you're going to be able to beat a team like Clay Chalfel, is for those 5, that unit, to come together and do what they need to do.
Yeah, tonight's game, it's going to be an interesting one. It could be, look, a 6A in Pell City against a newly moved up to 2A Coosa Christian. They were in 1A the last couple of years. They made it to the championship game last year, lost only by 1 score in the championship game. But this is a very good football team. We were watching them during warm-ups. They're not on the field now. But they've got some players. The only thing is they don't have a whole lot of players. Pell City's roster more than 2 times the amount of players, and I think you're really going to see that, especially in the second half, come into play.
Definitely. Early in the season, particularly, it's harder to get into shape. As the season goes on, you train and you get more practice running after practice. So, yeah, early in the season would be a better time to play somebody that's going both ways, because they will be tired. It's still very hot. It's warm. It's humid, and that definitely will play a game on somebody that's got to go both ways. I had to play both ways my junior, senior year, and it's very, very difficult to do. So, hopefully they'll be able to, just kind of outlast them.
Pell City getting the win last Friday against Pelham, 35-7, the final score there. If Pell City walks out of here, Pete Rich Stadium, in week number 2 with win number 2 on the season and a 2-0 record, it'll be the first time Pell City started 2-0 since 2018. 6 years it's been for Pell City since they started the season 2-0. That was Wayne Lee's first year as the head coach here. He had already been here probably 15 years at that point as an assistant coach. And those first 2 games that Coach Wayne Lee and that 2018 team beat Fort Payne and then Calera, and then went on a 6-game losing streak, unfortunately, and finished that season 4-6. But with a win tonight, which I expect, I think the big thing for both teams tonight, get out of here healthy, region play next week.
You've got to be able to play your game, because it really is about getting into the playoffs. And I know Coach Gentry is definitely telling our guys, they got to stick to their game. They're not worried about what they're going to do. Like I said, clean up the penalties and a few things like that, and just get out and learn to gel, learn to figure out each other, the offense, the defense, come out of here ready to go against Clay Chalfel next week. And, of course, you want to win. And, Gene Stalling said it best when you're playing somebody that you're supposed to beat. He said, you don't. Everybody says it's not a big game. He said, try losing it, and you'll see how big of a game that is. So he definitely wants to win this one against a 2A team and get propelled and get that momentum and motion going into next week.
Yeah, and as you look at the screen, you see our region that we get into region play next week here, game number 3, and all the first 3 games here at Pete Rich Stadium. So, scenario couldn't be better. Hopefully, walking into that game next week with a 2-0 record. Again, we got to take care of business here tonight first against a very well-coached Marco Bryant team in Coosa Christian. But Clay Chalkville, you see, as we see what the region's doing this week, they had another win last night, beating up on Ramsey 62-7, and then a week before that beat Hueytown 28-7. Huffman, how about the Huffman Vikings? They scored in both games this year. And, Coach, this is a team, Huffman, they scored 0 points the entire season last year.
That's hard to believe, especially just the pride and where Huffman was back in the 70s and 80s and 90s. So definitely, I'm glad they're getting on the scoreboard a little bit.
Then you see Mountain Brook. They're taking on Parker tonight. Oxford is hosting Moody. Pell City, obviously, here at home against Coosa Christian. Pinson Valley is at Gardendale, and Shades Valley is at Leeds. So, again, getting into region play next week here at Pete Rich Stadium. And let's see the next graphic. You got another graphic you want to throw up there for us? See if we got one right here. Let's look at Pell City's schedule. That looks good. So, again, Coosa Christian tonight, Clay Chalkville next Friday, and then at Mountain Brook. And it's been a while since the Panthers have been at Mountain Brook, and then back home here against the Huffman Vikings. And then we got that mid-season breather at Oxford, then home against Shades Valley, on the road against Pinson Valley. That Pinson Valley game is going to be the final region game. And then at Clay Central, and then wrapping up here to finish up the season against Southside Gadsden. All right, let's take a timeout here. We are about 15 minutes away from the kickoff here. Pell City hosting Coosa Christian here at Pete Rich Stadium. Stick around. Kickoff coming up here on the River Sports Network.
Hey y'all, I'm Lauren from Lular's Boutique in Pell City. Stop by and see our wide variety of trendy fashions from casual and chic to fun and flirty for all shapes and sizes. We also have a great selection of jewelry, accessories, and gift ideas, and we are located on the corner of Highway 78 and Trust Ferry Road. Like us on Facebook for our hours, sales, and new arrivals. Lular's Boutique, where we have something for every woman in mind.
Hi, I'm Ashley Vandiver. Whether you're thinking of buying your first home or your forever home, 360 Lending can put you in the home of your dreams. With our wholesale rates, amazing processing team, and variety of mortgage products, we can help your dream become your reality. I am more than just your hometown mortgage lender. I'm your neighbor dedicated to making our community stronger one mortgage at a time. Call me today and let's see how we can help you achieve your American dream, right here in Pell City. Go Panthers!
THM Electrical and Maintenance Services is the call you need to make for all of your electrical needs, residential or commercial. And with over 22 years of experience, there's no job we can't handle, because we take great pride in providing home and business owners with high-quality electrical services. We show up when we promise. We're also an authorized Generac generator dealer. Click on thmelectrical.com or on Facebook, THM Electrical.
Hello everyone, this is Elena Weems with ERA King Real Estate. I'm an active member of the community and I absolutely love what I do. It would be my pleasure to assist you. Find me at elenaweems.com for additional contact information, buying and selling tips, and virtual tours of featured properties. So remember, for all your real estate dreams, it's Elena Weems at ERA.
We're going live. Hey, we're live. Thank you very much. I guess that's why Tiffany's counting and punching me and everything, and she's yelling live. Is that what that means, Coach?
I think so, especially now that she's laughing. It probably did it on purpose.
Hey, I can never say this is recorded. Hey, we got, you see on the bottom right of the screen there, we got about 13 and a half minutes until kickoff here at Pete Rich Stadium. Adam Stocks along with the coach, Jamie Curley, up here in the press box. We got the Senator Lance Bell roving the sidelines, and we're about to have the presentation of the colors, and we'll take a listen in with the Pell City High School Marching Band of Gold as they perform the national anthem. Again, Pell City High School marching band and the student section have made their way from the left side of the stadium on the home side here to the right side like they were last year. And that was one of the things that Coach Marty Smith, the new athletics director here at Pell City High School, that was one of the things that he told us that we would see different tonight. It was him moving back to that right side, and great student section support tonight. As you look on the screen there, the colors and the JROTC making their way out to the middle of the field. Let's watch them together.
Ladies and gentlemen, will you please stand and salute your hats as we honor America. Presenting our national anthem tonight, ladies and gentlemen, your Pell City High School marching band in the middle.
City High School marching band of gold doing a great job once again with the national anthem. I'll tell you what, before we get the captains out here and running through the banners and everything, we got a great new product that we're going to bring to you, a little extra, I call it the bells and whistles, that adds to our cool broadcast here on the River Sports Network as we take a look at our starting lineups, which are brought to you by State Farm Insurance Agent Bart Perry. Check out this starting lineup coming your way.
City Panthers.
Starters on offense, again brought to you by State Farm Insurance Agent Bart Perry. Now let's take a look at the defensive side of the ball tonight.
Pell City Panthers.
Back here live at Pete Rich Stadium. Adam Stocks along with the coach Jamie Curley in the press box as we get ready for game number 2 between our Pell City Panthers and Coosa Christian coming down from Gadsden. And I've had several people ask me this week, why is 6A Pell City playing newly ramped up 2A Coosa Christian? Well, that's because Marco Bryant, the head football coach for Coosa Christian, and the previous head football coach of the Panthers, Rush Probst, were good friends. And if you remember, when Rush Probst came from Georgia back to Alabama, he had a very brief stop at Coosa Christian and then took the head coaching job here in Pell City. So he was there for a cup of coffee with Coach Marco Bryant, and then the head coaching job was offered to him here in Pell City. And so the relationship was there. That's why these two teams are playing this year and scheduled again for next year as well.
I didn't realize that. I forgot he was there. I forgot he did come here right about a cup of coffee. He was there for about 10 games and then moved here to Pell City. I forgot about that.
Yeah, the captains for the Pell City Panthers starting to make their way out onto the field. Still waiting for the captains for Coosa Christian to come out of the 9th grade academy. To our right, there you see the wireless camera. Scott Elliott on the wireless camera following the captains out tonight. Hey, great job by Tiffany Studdard, our producer/director, on those opening, starting offense and defense. That's really, really cool bell and whistle that we put on here. Great job there, Tiffany. We'll take a listen to the coin flip. We'll have the microphone and the camera in there with you as well. Be checking in as we go through the afternoon on into the evening time with the Senator, Lance Bell. He's our sideline guy once again this year. Our 3 captains tonight for the Pell City Panthers. Brandon Smith, you see from left to right, number 77. Now in the middle, 23, Jarrett Doran. And on the left side of the screen, number 51, Carson Scott. Carson having a conversation with the white hat there. Marco Bryant, former Navy SEAL. Several tours overseas. He can't tell you anything about them because if you know anything about the Navy SEALs, man, they are a special breed. Try it. Let's see if we got anything. So we'll take a watch from the camera here. Let's see if we can get the audio picking up. All right. I don't know where Lance is. Maybe Lance had a bad Taco Tuesday. I don't know. Normally we got the microphone in there. So the white hat giving instructions to both teams there. So we'll watch together and we'll see who wins, who defers, all that good stuff here. Guessing he's showing his magic coin there. All right, so it looks like Pell City wins the toss. They're going to defer to the second half. So let's take a quick timeout here, Tiffany, about a 30-second timeout. When we come back, kickoff coming up here on the River Sports Network. Back here at Pete Rich Stadium, Adam Stocks, Jamie Curley, the Senator, Lance Bell, Andrew Coffey, J.C. McLean, Tiffany Studdard, Alan Rowan, David Birmingham, Scott Elliott, your 9-person crew here on Friday nights as we get ready to watch the Panthers bust on through here. 6A Pell City taking on 2A Coosa Christian. Coosa Christian going to the 1A state championships last year, only losing by 1 score. And then, what is it, the 1.5, is that the factor for the private schools as far as attendance?
Yeah, every student that is there counts as 1.5. So, if they have 100 students, they're going to count as having 150 students. So typically, they're much smaller than they really are. If they're 2A, they're probably a 1A size school. So, yeah, it's definitely that they put that in effect probably 15, 20 years ago, and it's helped the public schools. It hadn't helped the private schools so much.
There you see Coach Nick Gentry there on the camera. And again, if things go as anticipated and as hoped for our Pell City Panthers tonight, looking at a 2-0 start to the season. First time Pell City starts 2-0 with the win tonight, if we get the win tonight, since 2018, 6 years ago. Pell City winning that coin flip, and they defer to the second half. Do want to remind you, if you want to watch on Facebook or on YouTube, you can. We got the Pell City Panthers on both platforms for you this season. And for those tuning in for the St. Clair County Saints, unfortunately, we got word earlier this week that it was going to be some horrible cell service up there, or down there, excuse me. And we were told that pretty much every TV broadcast crew that has ever come down there and tried to broadcast cannot get enough bandwidth. Unfortunately, we fell victim to that as well. And so we are going to we're going to have that on a tape delay for you. So they're doing the game tonight. Matt Coulter, Doug Carden, Hayden Coker, all the crew, they're doing the game. Kickoff about right now. And then what they'll do is they'll upload that game in its entirety a little bit later on this evening. Apologize for that, but that is just one of those things that comes with high school football. Let's check in real quick with our sideline reporter, brought to you by Double Oak Excavating, the Senator, Lance Bell. Hello, Senator.
Hello. Just in case you didn't know, the game clock will be kept on the sidelines. And also 25-second clocks out again tonight.
Yeah, we had Marty up in the studios, Marty Smith, the athletics director. All kinds of frequency problems, a lot of wireless stuff around here, and it wreaked havoc on the scoreboard. So thank you, Lance, for that update. Return man at the 10-yard line, breaking some tackles across the 25 up to the 27-yard line. And the Panther defense will take to the field first. And we talked about it a couple of minutes ago, Coach. The defensive line just set the tone for the defense all 4 quarters last week against Pelham.
Yeah, there's no doubt that I'm sure the Christian coach has also noticed that, and they're going to have to adjust probably what they would like to do after watching the game last week. So hopefully that's going to play a factor that helps help Pell City.
Out of the shotgun, back split to the left. Here comes in motion. There is the speed sweep, the give. A yard, maybe 2, up to the 32-yard line there.
Last week, the defensive ends were having a little trouble in the first quarter whether to keep things to push that out or get it squeezed inside, box it in. They did a good job there of squeezing it in, keeping him from getting outside and running.
Second down and 8 after that 2-yard gain. And again, don't be surprised if this is a close ball game at the half. This is a very, very good Coosa Christian team, but the depth on the sidelines is what should prevail ultimately, especially in the second half for the Panthers. Quarterback keeper, here comes a flag out of the backfield up to the 35. But in this white hat throwing out of the backfield, Coach, most of the time it is a hold, and that is the indication against the offense.
Yeah, they're trying to pull some guards, which is doing a good thing. They're trying to get the guards and tackles out, and one of them just grabbed a little bit too much jersey. Again, you're going to hold every play. You just can't get caught every play.
There is the hold. Let's see if we can see it here. Yeah, I see a tackle right there. There's the flag. That's a little bit more than a pancake there.
That's aggressive. I like it. He just got caught with it. A little too much.
On the spot foul, it's going to be second down and, about 16, maybe 17? A hard bark. The 2 defenders for Pell City able to get back. Looking to throw. Here comes the rush. Got time in the pocket and just bounces off of the pads of the intended receiver.
Trying to get the back out of the backfield, just cross pattern right there. A little zip zap, as we'd call it, the Lex pattern. He put a little pepper on it. Those are hard to catch when you're that close running. So, again, a good little route there, just trying to do called a zip zap or an X route and see which one's open. And, again, good play on second long, but now it's third and much more difficult.
Third and long. Empty backfield, trips down low to the wide side, 2 up top. There's a quick screen pass far side. Pell City's first defender can't make the tackle. Turning the Jets on. It's going to be a foot race down the far side. And the Panthers are going to strip the ball. Who's going to get it? Do we get possession before it goes out of bounds? We wait for the 2 referees to confer. Still no call. And it is going to be Coosa Christian ball. Let's watch this one on replay.
Yeah, this one's going to get you right here because there's 2 or 3 missed tackles early. Yeah. Missed tackle there. You got to have that. And then just a couple of bad angles. And this guy's got some speed and a couple of bad angles. Great pursuit on the end there. A little George Teague action at the end where he strips it down just a little bit too close to the sideline. But can't let that happen. You got to lock it up.
Back to live play. That was Tristan Anderson with that touchdown-saving tackle that last play and just couldn't get possession of that ball before it went out of bounds there. But a 60-yard gain right there for Coosa Christian.
And got to make those tackles. First person, you don't necessarily have to make the tackle. You've got to slow him down, grab Jersey, get enough of him. So he kind of left his feet and dove at him. Got to stand up, make that tackle, keep it inside, especially on third and long.
Second down and short after that 9-yard gain in the Panther red zone. Lowers his head, runs over a Panther at the 6, inside the 5, muscling all the way down to the 1-yard line. We told you, look, this is a 2A against a 6A. This is a very, very good 2A football team. And I'll say it again, don't be surprised if we have a close game at the half. But I think ultimately, Coach, those numbers on the sidelines are going to benefit Pell City in that second half.
I hope so, because this team lines up well and attacks the football. They attack the defensive line. That was just a hard run.
Clock continues to run at 10:50. There is the snap. Opening drive for the Coosa Christian, and they get into the end zone just like that, courtesy of that long 60-yard wide receiver screen, getting them into the Panther red zone.
Yeah, those little plays like that can come back to haunt you. And, hopefully that's just kind of an anomaly, and it only happens this one time. I'm sure the defense is going to get it together, make those tackles. And you get a team like this, you let them stay in it, and they'll stay hungry. So you're right. They are scrappy, and they will get after it.
We await the PAT by Coosa Christian. Again, Marco Bryant, former Navy SEAL. Several missions he served for the United States Navy and the U.S. citizens. And he runs his practices in like his team, like a Navy SEAL unit. And that one right there was done to perfection. Opening drive all the way down. We're going to keep it here, Tiffany. Coosa Christian up 7-0 here. Now it's time for the Panther offense to see if they can't get something rolling.
Yeah, you need to respond well with this, whether it's touchdown or field goal, or at least getting some field position swapping. You got to kind of respond to this, because again, when a team you're supposed to play better than, you're supposed to kind of dominate. When you let them get that early energy and that early excitement, that's going to make it much more difficult, because they'll stay scrappy. They'll want this game. They lost last week. They're kind of a championship program. They don't want to go 0-2, so they're going to come out fighting, and you can see that on that drive.
Well, the Panther special teams will come on out here on the far side. When we get, you'll see the special teamers. J.J. Johnson at the 25 to the far side. Looks like, is that a 31? Isaiah Smith to the near side. You got a shot there of the band and the cheerleaders and the student section. So Johnson to the far side of the field. And Smith to the near side. High end over and kick, calling for a fair catch, and done so at the 34-yard line.
Yeah, we watched him warm up a little bit, and that was about his kickoff. We weren't sure if that was all he's got or that's kind of what they're doing, getting that pooch kick up in the air. So again, Pell City ready for that. It's good to call that fair catch and don't try to make anything happen with that.
See some of the big uglies there. Malik Watts there, number 55. See the center, number 72, Devin Lovell. Got the wrestler Hayden Witten, number 79 on the offensive line. Let's see if they can pave the way for the run game like they did last week, averaging nearly 10 yards per rush on 1st and 10. And now it is 1st and 15. Some motion by Jamari Robinson on that right side of the offensive line.
Defense did what's we call a stem, is where they move right before the snap, and I think it got our guys off center a little bit because they lined up in a 3-3 look and then hopped in there. They're going to they had 8 in the box on that one right there. They're going to try to stop this run game.
First down and long now for Pell City. Their opening drive down 7-0. Looking to throw. Looking deep. Got a receiver open and just cannot get it to Jamario Clegg. He had a step on the DB, but just a little bit too much by Jenkins.
Yeah, good route there. Just one of those things, a little bit more time. You see just a quick slant, just a nice little skinny post. Got inside of him. He's there. He's open. Just couldn't connect.
Yeah, coach wanted to get it all back there on one play. 2nd down and 15. Clegg in the slot. Out of the shotgun. Here comes a flag right at the snap. It's a keeper by the quarterback, but right at the snap, the flag is down on the near sideline.
Yeah, looks like it's going to come back. A little bit of movement. That's 2 penalties in 3 plays. Got to scratch that. You got to get that cleaned up. That can't continue to happen.
And, that's one of the things that really hindered us last week, and Coach even talked about that, is, we got to clean that stuff up.
And that wasn't anything major. That was just not paying attention and knowing what the count is.
2 receivers down low, out of the shotgun on 2nd down and 20 now. There's a quick throw. It is complete near side. No, it is not. Kuziaski, the Tyler Kuziaski, cannot bring it down from that tight end position.
Yeah, that was there. Not looking for too much, just trying to get a decent 3rd down. And this is about where Coosa Christian was last time, so maybe we'll get a little magic right here, see if we can get a good play.
Out comes Coos. In comes J.D. Probst, that receiver. 2 receivers split to each side. One back is Smith, split to the left of Jenkins. We got a flag down on the far side. I don't think it's going to bode well for Pell City on the incomplete pass. And it's going to be 4th and 20. I would think O'Brien declines it. Well, if you have the ability to here.
Yeah, he might be able to. Yeah, they let the play run, so he should be able to decline it. So it could be 3rd and 20 plus, or go back to just 4th down. Who knows? We were offsides again. So 4 plays, 3 penalties.
Yep, and Coach O'Brien does decline it. And 4th down and 20, and out comes the punting unit for Pell City, down 7-0 here with 9.5 left to go in this first quarter. Brody Gossett back to punt. He's standing at his 10-yard line. Return man standing right at the 50-yard line to our left. Oh, here's a flag again. As you saw the 3 defenders for Coosa Christian, and they can do that. They were backing up, and unfortunately, that made the Panthers jump on offense. And the 4th motion penalty on Pell City on this drive, backing them up to the 19-yard line. This time, no flag, no motion. Here they come after it. Gossett with a good high kick. Return man takes it at the 48 of Coosa Christian and driven out of bounds, but a short field for Coosa Christian at the Panther 40.
Yeah, they're starting right where they want to be. I mean, that was about as good a defensive possession as they could have. Of course, Pell City helped them out with that. But, again, you got to settle down. It's a long ball game. It's not over yet. You just keep playing your game. And coach, they need this little gut check, see what they're made of, see if they can hold it out here.
Panthers down 7-0. And as you watch that's not ours. Sorry, that's all right. As you watch the clock on the scoreboard, you'll see it kind of jump around. They're having some scoreboard issues again. So it says 9:31 now. You may see it jump down to 1 minute to 1 second. So if you see it do that, that's what that is. That's a camera shot on the scoreboard where it reads 9:31. And we've got a timeout on the field by Coosa Christian. Let's take it with them as well here on the River Sports Network.
Let AV Pro take care of all your smart home needs. At AV Pro, we specialize in creating personalized options to easily and comfortably control your home. Whether you're wanting a movie room to watch the big game or a whole home audio system that fills the inside and outside of your home with your favorite music. At AV Pro, our expert team will ensure that every device works together seamlessly and controlled at your fingertips. Call or come by our showroom for more info.
When you bundle home and auto, good things can happen. You get a local agent who can help you choose the right coverage for you at a price that's right for you.
Contact Bart Perry for an auto quote today.
Back here at Pell City High School, the Panthers down 7-0. We went backwards about 20 yards on an opening drive off of 4 false starts by the offense for Pell City. Opening drive for Coosa Christian on their offensive possession. They marched it right down the field in about 6 plays and scored on a 1-yard touchdown run. And Coosa Christian with that 7-0 lead and the ball at the Panther 40-yard line. Little play action. Here comes a rush. Gets the pass off. It's going to be good for an 8, close to 9-yard gain there.
That was nice right there. Nice little tight slant you see from the upside coming down. Defenders there. He put it right in the window. So what he had to do. Good defensive coverage. Just about a perfect pass on that right there.
Second down and short. Should have about 8.5-ish left to go in this first quarter. Again, I know it says 1 minute on the clock there. But the scoreboard having some issues again tonight. You'll see it jump all over the place on that clock. Second down and 1 for Coosa Christian. Hard clap. They meet right at the first down marker, and they should have enough right at the 30-yard line by about a half a yard. Should be enough for a first down.
Yeah, didn't need much, but they got just enough right there. A little smash mouth football. Again, we're ready for that, packed it in. And again, our defense just has to settle down, play their game, and just stick to what they've got to do. Hopefully it'll pan out here and just do your job.
At Coosa Christian, again, this is a team that went to the 1A state championship last year, lost, I think it was 28-21. It was a one-possession ball game on first down. There's a good tackle by Pell City, keeping the gain to nothing, maybe a yard. That was a good tackle there by Ethan Isbell.
Yeah, good job of him coming from the outside. That's one of those plays he's got to squeeze that in as early as possible. He did that, got a good shoulder on him, and again allowed the linebacker in inside pursuit to get there. Good job right there.
Second down and 9 after the short game. Coosa Christian with a 7-0 lead. Play action, got a tight end coming. And going to be taken down inside the 25 at the 23-yard line.
Nice little play where they bring the running back across. They bring him to the right side and then flip him out back to the left, number 4 right there. Hard to cover that with a linebacker. Great job by 13 there to get over there and get some pursuit and get him down.
Yeah, Tristan Anderson with the tackle for Pell City. Third down and 3 for Coosa Christian with a 7-0 lead. Panthers that close to giving them that first down courtesy of a jump, but they were able to maintain on their side of the ball. There's the toss. And that's going to be enough for a first as they get into the red zone down to the 19-yard line. On third and short, they convert.
Yeah, just your simple toss. Just toss it out right. Get a couple of lead blockers out there and pick up what you can. Push them out, squeeze inside. Nothing special about that.
A nice shot of the turf there. I just got hit by Tiffany. That was a good shot of the turf.
That's some nice-looking turf, man.
It was.
I guess we're doing the half-quarter timeout, quarter timeout.
Yeah, I think we got the heat timeout. We're going to keep it here.
I wish we'd have had those in the fall of '86.
We need one up here. Man, I don't know what it's like outside. It is humid as all get up here in the press box.
It is. It is definitely warm. It is August in Alabama.
Mm-hmm. So coming out of the heat timeout, the defense for Pell City. Not nearly as dominant in this first quarter as what they were last week against 6A Pelham. This 2A squad from Coosa Christian, nothing to turn your nose up at with a 7-0 lead in the Panther red zone at the 19 on first down. And the late substitution for Coosa Christian. There's a yard gain. Good play by that right side of the defense for Pell City.
Yeah, Ethan Isabel there, good job. He's got to get a little bit better. He's kind of diving at their feet right there. Square him up, lock up, grab some cloth. Don't let him pick up an extra 2 or 3 yards by diving over you, but at least he was there, did a good job stopping it.
2nd down and 9. Panthers really need to make a defensive stand right here. Don't know how much time we've got left in the first quarter. Again, some scoreboard problems. And the play clock is also out. Both being kept on the field by the referees. The handoff, hard hit. Good job by the Panthers there. No gain, 3rd down and long.
Again, Isabel right in there, stepping up there. That's how you do it. He squared him up on that one. See him step up in that pop, get his head up a little bit, get that head up. And again, he did a good job of squaring him up right there and keeping that from a low. That was a good 2nd down play. We needed that. The last couple of 2nd downs have hurt us.
Not a real strong kicking game by Coosa Christian. Maybe 4-down territory. I don't know. We'll see. Hopefully we can put him in that scenario. Trips up top to the wide side. To the top. 1 down low. Pistol formation for Coosa Christian. Rolling to the left. Got some time to throw. Here comes a little pressure. Passes up. It is incomplete. And here comes that 4th down scenario. Let's see what Mark O'Brien, the head football coach for Coosa Christian, throws out here.
Better job of the press right there. You got a little bit to the outside, but the 2nd man floated back out and put pressure on the quarterback, made him throw it kind of on the hustle. He's a lefty quarterback, so they're going to have to get used to that kind of left-handed rollout. Hopefully make some good adjustments. Keep him in that pocket. He does better rolling out. We need to keep him in.
And it looks like they will attempt a 35-yard field goal. An attempt to the uprights to our right, towards the athletic booster concession stand. The kick is up. It's got enough leg, and it is good. So a 10-0 lead here in the first quarter. Coosa Christian over Pell City here on the River Sports Network.
I spy with my little eye, my arms are getting closer.
And if that's the case, look at Vision First.
Yes, Vision First is always first on my list. They're physician-owned and operated.
Whether it's eye exams, eye emergencies, or LASIK surgery, their focus is on your focus, not their balance sheet.
Vision First puts your vision first by being a VSP Premier Partner, which means bigger discounts.
Go to VisionFirstEyeCenter.com and request an appointment.
Vision First.
Back here at Pete Rich Stadium, and a bit of a stunned crowd here in this first quarter. Panthers down 10-0 against the 2A Coosa Christian squad coming down from Gadsden, a team that moved from 1A last year up to 2A, made the championship game in 1A last season, lost by 1 score. Kicking from left to right, this one is going to be returnable by J.J. Johnson at the 10 at the far side. Good coverage teams right there for Coosa Christian. Gets to the 21-yard line, and that is it. And we lost, if we look at our last drive, the opening drive on offense for the Pell City Panthers, 0 yards. We actually had, about minus 20 in penalty yards, but as far as yardage, we had 0. Let's go down to our Double Oak Excavating sideline reporter, Lance Bell.
Adam, 3:21 in this quarter. 3:21 still left in the first quarter.
All right, thank you very much. Time being kept on the sidelines as well for the play clock. And there is a flag right at the whistle. So that one is going to be against Coosa Christian, offside, first and 5 now.
The crowd goes crazy. Good. We need a little break here. Get something going here. Again, don't panic. Do your thing. It'll work out. It's a long ball game.
Trips up top to the wide side. Shotgun. Cash in the backfield. There's the throw. Knocked down by the defensive end right there. 2nd down and 5.
Yeah, you see they're in a 5-1 defense here. I hadn't seen a good old double eagle. We used to call that a double eagle where you have 2 defensive ends. It's called a double eagle. And you've got 1 single linebacker there and 5 guys down. That's a different look for our guys. They can take that outside linebacker, move it around, giving us a little bit of trouble of who to block.
2nd down and 5. The handoff. Little stutter step at the 25. Cash lowering his head at the 1st down marker up to the 33-yard line. That is their first THM Electrical 1st down tonight.
Good hard run there. Just kind of lower his head, get what he got, get in that zone. He get a good plant step. Got a little limp in his step right there. Hopefully he's all right.
Elijah Young with that 1st down run, a 7-yard run, and the chains move up to the 33-yard line. Jenkins, quick throw across the middle of the field, and it's going to be incomplete. Looking for Clegg. Was that one tipped at the line?
Yeah, he tipped at the line again. They're having a 5-man line right there. They got 4 on there when they take that outside linebacker. He just got his hands up. Didn't get a body on him. Got to get your hands in his waist to get his hands down. That's 2 deflections they've had already, so they're looking for that.
2nd down and 10. The ball remains at the 33-yard line. Pell City down 10-0. Should be right at about 3 minutes left to go here in this first quarter. And we have a flag. Somebody on the defensive side of the ball lining up in the neutral zone. So before the snap, the 5-yard penalty at 2nd down and 5 now once they move this ball.
Yeah, they're doing a lot of, what we call stem action, where they're moving before the snap, trying to go from a 5-man front to 4 to 3. And again, at that time they stemmed offside. So works in our advantage. They can calm them down a little bit.
Out comes Parker Rice to the sidelines. 3 receivers split tight. Up top, out of the shotgun is Jenkins. Oh, goodness gracious. Come on, guys. We got to get our crap together at some point in this first quarter. This is the 5th motion call against the offense of Pell City in the first quarter. So we give the 5 yards right back to the Coosa Christian defense. 2nd down and 10. Ball back at the 33-yard line. There's the handoff to Young. And Young will spin forward up to the 37-yard line. It'll bring up 3rd down, and we'll call it 2nd down and 6.
It's 3rd down now, isn't it?
Yeah, you're right.
We've had so many penalties. Yes, I think it is 3rd down. Yeah, we don't want that extra. We don't want to lose it down. So, yeah, we got to have it here. This is a big down.
Tyler Kuziaski split to the right of Jenkins in the backfield. Here comes the defense. Jenkins under a little pressure, rolling, throws. Is it complete? Yes, it is complete to Brody Gossett, and that is enough for a THM Electrical 1st down.
Great job of the quarterback keeping his feet moving. Watching he sets, he's moving his feet, moving his feet, moving his feet. Keep his feet moving, get your shoulders square, throw across your body. Good job. Wasn't a perfect pass, but it was good enough. And now they're saying incomplete pass or another penalty.
Yep, there's a penalty on the far side. Goodness. Right, yeah, on the far sideline there. Good gracious. Got a timeout by Coosa Christian. Let's take it with them as well here. Again, as the scoreboard not operating, should be somewhere around 2 minutes left to go here in this first quarter. Coosa Christian 10, Pell City nothing on the River Sports Network.
Since 1903, the name Union State has represented a commitment to reliable service for generations of valued customers. And with over 150 years of combined experience, our staff at Union State Insurance looks forward to serving you and your family for generations to come with superior value and friendly service. Call me, Drew Alexander, at Union State Insurance, 205-884-1670, or on Facebook, Union State Insurance.
Hillgrove Funeral Home, since 1908, providing families with exceptional, compassionate care, where they believe that funerals and memorial services should be as unique as the individuals they honor. From traditional services to the celebration of life, pre-planning services, add a very personal touch with the life story, and so much more. See Mitch Barty and the staff at Hillgrove Funeral Home or call 205-338-3341.
Back here live at Pete Rich Stadium, it was a call against Pell City, 5 yards, so 3rd down and 11 for the Panthers, down 10-0 here late in this first quarter. Jenkins, 4-man rush, rolls to his right, tuck it and run. Instead he throws, it will be complete. Is it enough for a first down? It's going to depend on the spot, and it looks like just a tad bit short where they have it. I thought if Jenkins had tucked it, he probably could have run for the first down.
Yeah, he's got to know where he is. Good job by the quarterback. We're telling him to kind of run with it, so he throws it, and it's a good pass. He's got the first down, and that momentum carried him back, and that's very difficult to do as a receiver. You got to know where you are.
4th down and short as we're back to live play. Nice stutter step by Cash. Diving across the 45 up to the 47-yard line. A THM Electrical first down.
Now that's a money play right there because he is dead to rights in the backfield for a 2-yard loss on 4th down and did a fantastic job. And again, our offensive line, he let him cross his face and get him through right there. They've got to cut that cross block, get that cross block down. But again, great move by Cash.
And is this the first time we've seen Isaiah Smith in the backfield tonight? It's either been Coos or Young to this point. Let's see if Smith gets to carry. Play action. Got a receiver up and right across the middle. He splits the defense. The 15, 10, 5, touchdown Panthers! Woo! Brody Gossett with a 53-yard touchdown reception from Caleb Jenkins, and the Panthers have answered.
Great play right there. You got your number 2 receiver on the inside. He's going to do a skinny post, and he's going to see where that free safety is. And when he reads where he is, he keeps it skinny. Great pass on the run. Perfect speed. Great call right there against that defense. You know, if we got a replay here. Oh, I thought it was on. Nope. We'll do it afterwards.
Awaiting the PAT by Dylan Gardner to see if we can cut the lead down to 3. Kick is up. Enough leg by Gardner. It is good. Late in this first quarter, it's Coosa Christian 10, Pell City 7 on the River Sports Network.
Dixie Sod Farm is a family business in Pell City that specializes in producing high-quality sod. Emerald Zoysia, Meyer Zoysia, and Tifton Bermuda. And our sod is harvested fresh in order to ensure a quality, healthy product. And at Dixie Sod Farm, we welcome orders of all sizes, whether it's one piece or a truckload. And ask about special delivery rates. Or find Dixie Sod Farm on Facebook, making Alabama beautiful for 3 generations.
Back here at Pete Rich Stadium, the Panthers cut the lead 10-7 against Coosa Christian. We'll take a look at the replay right after the kickoff here. A 53-yard touchdown pass from Jenkins to Gossett. Gossett just split that defense, turned the burners on, and it's back to a 3-point lead now for Coosa Christian.
Now you can breathe a little bit. Okay, like I said, it's a long game. Stick to what you do. Good job by the coach, not panicking. Good job.
Deep man for Coosa Christian inside the 10 to our left. High end over end kick, going to be taken by one of the up men at the 25. And he'll be upended at the 35. In on the tackle is DJ Wade. Let's watch this touchdown pass again.
It'll be the number 2 receiver right there on the inside. Quick slant. Good pass on the money, on the run. That's hard to do. So you catch him in stride, off to the races.
You see DJ Wade there on that shot after making that special teams tackle. First down 10 for Coosa Christian with a 10-7 lead. Should be somewhere about a minute or a minute and a half left to go in this first quarter. With the scoreboard out and the play clocks out. 2-yard run. Nice tackle once again. I'll tell you who's doing a really great job. Ethan Isbell, coach, getting up in there and filling those holes.
Yeah, he's done a good job of watching film and seeing when that develops. He's got to get in there and stop that. So great job of him stepping about. Which he can get his head up. He needs to make sure he get his head up. We don't want any injuries right there, but a fantastic job of stepping up in that gap right there. Boom, stopping that run play.
Back to live play here. 2nd down and 8 after the 2-yard gain up to the 37-yard line. Panthers down 10-7. And lots of lightning to our east. I understand the Oxford hosting Moody game is under a lightning delay right now. So I want to say hello to all the Oxford and Moody fans tuning in to watch a little Coosa Christian and Pell City football tonight. Got a timeout on the field. Let's take it with them as well, Tiffany. That might be the end of the quarter. Yep, that's the end of the first quarter with Coosa Christian up 10-7 here on the River Sports Network.
I'm State Farm Insurance Agent JP Daly, and along with helping you fully manage your risk, I also want to help you save some money in the process. Come by our office in Pell City and let us assist you with your insurance needs, and we'll do our best to help create some extra dollars. You can also give us a call at 205-525-5525, follow us on Facebook, visit our website, jpdailystatefarmagent.com.
The men and women of the Pell City Police Department strive for excellence. We are better trained, more equipped, and ready to protect our community. With several specialized units, extensive training opportunities, the highest top-out pay in the region, and exceptional benefits, Pell City Police is where you will be supported, earn better pay, and use your skills to protect and serve one of the best communities in the country. Join the Pell City Police Department. Find more online at pellcity.com.
Back here at Pete Rich Stadium, you see number 1 right there, Trey Peterson, the 100 and 200 meter 6A state champion. And unfortunately, you see him with the brace on that leg as well. He's being recognized here. You hear the home crowd cheering him on. Yeah, he was going to open up the top as a wide receiver this year for the Panthers, but unfortunately the injury keeping him on the sidelines this year, but a great job. We had Trey in the studios right after he won the 100 and the 200 at state. Here comes the rush, setting up the screen, and it's going to be incomplete. You could see it coming.
Yeah, that's one of those things, the defense, you got to put the brakes on in reverse right there. Good job of 46, 45. They're staying at home a little bit, trying to make that play. But, yeah, you could see that really. Anytime the offensive line lets you go, something's not right with that. So good job of recognizing, keeping that play. 3rd and long, that's what we needed right here.
Again, the scoreboard not operating at 100%. The play clocks are off, so everything's being kept on the sidelines. So that's why when you look at the screen, it shows zeros. Here comes all kinds of pressure. Quarterback pass is complete. A 1st down, makes a move at the Panther 45, down to the 43-yard line. Big 1st down there for Coosa Christian.
It looks like we had him kind of pinned in. He got just enough room to get out. Good job of him scrambling, keeping his feet moving. Receiver kept moving down the field, getting to an open position. Tough play to defend right there when you extend it out like that.
Yeah, Jordan Wood just could not get in there. The defensive line not having nearly the success that they had a week ago against Pelham. They were wreaking havoc all night long in the backfield. Not quite that successful. Coosa Christian with 125 total yards, 94 through the air, 31 on the ground. This on the quarterback keeper. Going to pick up a few yards inside the 40. Down to the 38-yard line. 2nd down and 3. A long 3, closer to 4.
Definitely a designed quarterback keeper right there. And again, we had him close to the backfield. We can't have the missed tackles on a team like this. We've already seen that they're going to get those yards after touch. So that's why it's got to be as minimal as possible. So once we get a hand on a body, we've got to try to slow that down and stop it.
2nd down and 4. The ball placed far hash at the 38-yard line of Pell City. Down 10-7. If you're listening on the radio, 94.1 FM, we appreciate that. We take the audio portion from our video live stream and put it out over the radio. Those if you're listening on the app as well, same thing. And if you're watching on YouTube or Facebook, we appreciate that as well. That'll be 3rd down and 2 after this one right here.
Yeah, a lot of motion. They're trying to get some left and right screens to see if they can kick out. They're pulling the backside guard on that side, backside guard or tackle. Couldn't tell quite as well. And again, trying to move guys to the right, come back to the left side, trying to keep the linebackers. Don't watch what's happening in the backfield. Watch your linemen. They're going to tell you where every play goes.
Carson Scott coming in. Colston McCombs coming out on 3rd down and 2. 12 rushes, 39 yards for Coosa Christian tonight. 4 of 7 through the air for 94 yards, and that 10-7 lead. Going heavy on the left side of that offensive line, and there's flags flying from the secondary and flags flying from the backfield. And 3rd down and 2 is now 3rd down and 7.
Yeah, they're bringing a guy in late, and I can't tell if he moved or, once the line gets set, you can't bring somebody in off the sideline. That 11th man came in once everybody was set, so I'm not sure if that's a penalty on that or if they did actually have some movement or illegal formation.
Big 3rd down for the Panther defense right here. Ball back at the 41-yard line, right in the middle of the field. Receiver to each side. Now in motion, puts 2 up top. It's the handoff. The Panthers right there to keep the gain to 1 down to the 40. Here comes a 4th down and 6 now for Coosa Christian. And former Navy SEAL and head coach for Coosa Christian, Marco Bryant.
It's hard to tell. I don't see a punter coming on. I don't see a punt team. Not sure what they're doing. Play your safe defense. Act like they're going to go for it. Looks like they are.
Got to look for that little pooch punt, too. A possibility. Empty backfield. 3 receivers up top. 2 down low. On 4th down. Hard clap. They don't get what they want. They look back over to the sidelines, far side. Again, we don't have the play clock in operation tonight, so we don't know how much time is left on it. There's a quick throw. It's going to be enough for a 1st down. They needed 6. They got 7.
Yeah, very, very gutsy call right there. You can see on the 3 up top up there. They're going to kind of look. They're all doing a hitch to see where the hole is. And the 3rd receiver on the inside found it right inside the linebacker.
Change move for Coosa Christian, and still holding that 10-7 lead as they move deeper into Panther territory.
It's a gutsy call right there.
Yeah.
Because if you don't get it right there, you're giving Pell City the ball almost at midfield. So he knew what he was doing and what he wanted there.
One receiver to each side. Hand off to the lone back, right side, good for 2 yards, down to the 31-yard line.
They're packing it in right there. You can see a bunch of black jerseys are in between the tackles there. So, again, trying to say you're not going to run the ball on us, but they have been successful throwing. So we've got to find that mixture of being able to stop the run, definitely, but we've got to stop those little short passes.
Jordan Perry in on the tackle for Pell City right there. Now, this is a Coosa Christian team that is ranked number 5 in 2A in the latest Sports Writers Association poll. 2nd down, running right side. Panther right there, first guy, Trey Kuziaski. Let's go down to our Double Oak Excavating sideline reporter, Lance Bell.
6:32 left in the 2nd.
All right, thank you, Lance.
You would think it's 4 down territory here.
Yep.
They've already gone for it from the 40.
Third down and 6. Looks like they're trying to burn as much clock as possible. Where they call a timeout as it gets to 1, they do. Coosa Christian calls a timeout. We should be somewhere right at about 6 minutes left to go here in this first half. It's Coosa Christian 10, Pell City 7 here on the River Sports Network.
The Food Barn in Raglan offers the best in good old-fashioned hometown service when you're shopping for groceries, plus the latest ways to get great food specials your way. Click on RaglanFoodBarn.com. Follow the Food Barn on Facebook and listen to the River for weekly specials.
Where you can get everything you need from down on the farm and it won't cost you a leg or an arm.
And they're open 7 days a week. For the best cuts on quality meats, great service, and great prices, it's the Food Barn in Raglan.
Gilreath Printing and Signs has been your go-to printing and sign company for the past 31 years. Here at GPS, we're capable of handling all your printing, sign, and graphic needs, no matter the size and scope. We offer in-house graphic design and have the most up-to-date digital printing equipment. Our goal is to help you communicate to your audience using our experience, creativity, and technology. Come by our office in downtown Pell City or call us at 205-884-7800. At Gilreath Printing and Signs, we will put your name on it.
Back here at Pete Rich Stadium with about 6 minutes left to go here in this first half. Panthers down 10-7. You see head football coach Nick Gentry there. I talked about this Coosa Christian squad. Last week they lost to Pierce County, Georgia. Mark O'Brien, he's not afraid to play anybody. Pierce County, they were the 2A state champions last year over there in Georgia. They went 14-1. Last year, Coosa Christian goes 13-2. The year before, they make it to the fourth round. A very good football team. Again, I gave the warning to Panther fans. This could be a close ball game at the half, and it is with 6 minutes left to go here in the first half. But I think ultimately the numbers are going to win for Pell City in the second half. Good open field tackle by Ethan Isbell right there.
Yeah, he's kind of everywhere. That was a great job by him. He's got to come out and cover that right there. They've done a real good job of getting either an H-back or a back out or some type of tight end out of the backfield. We've got to keep an eye on that. That's something I'm sure they will fix at halftime. You're not going to see a lot more success of that after the halftime break. But again, they're getting that here. We're starting to realize it and see that play, start recognizing it.
4th down and 1.5 for the Panther defense. The ball at the near hash at the 25-yard line. The clock working momentarily as you look there on the screen. It is counting down at 4:50. Still lots of lightning to our east as we look here from the press box. Last word we got, Oxford and Moody were in a lightning delay. Big 4th down here for the Panthers. Hard clap. Nobody jumps. Lots of motion. And we got a flag coming out of the secondary. It is the delay of game. So they were trying to get the first down the easy way with lots of motion, lots of clapping. Pell City does not bite that time. What you got down there, Lance?
That's what Coach Gentry was hollering earlier. They're taking more than 25 seconds every time, and he was reminding the official, you got to keep up with that, and that's what he was chewing on them about.
Yeah, they did seem to have some long plays in there,
Yeah.
and that was definitely one of them there. So good job by Coach Gentry staying on top of that. And when you have these situations with no clock, that's where that sideline comes really important. Your assistant coaches knowing where the ball is and what the clock is.
This is kind of odd here. Goes from 4th and 1.5 to 4th and 6.5 after the penalty, and they show they're going for it. Are they going to pooch punt? 1.5 is a whole lot easier to get than 6.5, Coach. But they're going to try for that 6.5. Here comes some Panther D. They're going for all of it. Near side, up, and incomplete. Tight coverage by a late flag. Tristan Anderson, the referee who's right in front of the play, doesn't throw a flag. But the referee who's 25 yards away throws the flag. Let's watch that one again. They're going to call it on Anderson.
It looked like great coverage. I mean, he was pinned into him, picture perfect. That is a clinic on how you stay tight, turn your head at the right time to make that play.
Yeah, you see Coach Gentry not happy with it. Let's get that replay real quick if we can, Tiffany.
Another gutsy call. That is...
Oh, man. You see the referee right there, no flag. The referee way out of the frame throws the flag. I know I'm a homer and everything, but man, you figured the guy running with the two players would have the best vantage point.
And he is right there. He is 5 yards from that. And, again, it was perfect. There was no holding. He did have his hand on him, which is not a penalty. You can have your hand on the offensive guy because you have to know where he is when you turn your head to the ball. So, bad call, poor call.
4:15 left to go here in this first half. Coosa Christian up 10-7 against Pell City. So the first down and the change move courtesy of that pass interference. The handoff left side, got a crease inside the 10. Couple of yards short of the first down marker, but they are knocking on the door with a 10-7 lead late here in this first half.
And again, they're lining up. They are not afraid to attack a 6A team. They're lining up. And again, that linebacker safety mode in there has to step up in that hole.
Up the middle. Down to the 5-yard line. That's right at the first down marker. Got a helmet coming off a Coosa Christian player. He has to come off for at least one play. There goes the scoreboard. You see it at 1 minute, which is incorrect. Having some problems with the scoreboard all night long. And it will be enough for a first down. Goal to go right at the 5-yard line. Quarterback keeper up the middle, and just like that, it is a 16-7 lead for Coosa Christian with 3:40 left to go here in this first half.
That's a tough play right there. He looks like he's going to pitch a little bit to the right, so he gets that linebacker to take one step out to the right, and then he knows to squeeze in. So good job by the quarterback to see where the linebacker is, what move he's making. Once he steps out to cover that pitch, quarterback planted, got upfield.
Well, last halftime, game number 1, Panthers went in with all the momentum, 14-0 lead after a pick and a score late in that first half. Right now, with about 4 minutes left to go, Panthers may be going down by 10 here. See if we can get a score, but I don't think Coach Gentry is going to be happy when Lance has a couple of questions with him going into the locker room. PAT is up and good. It is a 17-7 lead late in this first half here on the River Sports Network.
This is Senator Lance Bell. I want to thank you for the opportunity to represent you in Montgomery. I am so excited about this time of year as we watch our cheerleaders, our football teams, and our band as they perform on the field. And parents, I'm not forgetting about you. That's what's great about Alabama. I'm Senator Lance Bell. Thank you for the privilege to serve you in Montgomery.
Nick Gentry with the headsets off, still chewing on the referees. Not happy about that pass interference call, which kept the drive alive on 4th down and 6. Deep in Panther territory, that pass interference against Pell City. But it is a 17-7 lead. We should be somewhere right at about 4 minutes left to go here in this first half. Panthers really need to get a score going into the locker room. We won the coin flip, so we will get the ball coming out of the locker room. Do want to remind you, Lance Bell will have a couple of questions with the coach going into the locker room at the half, and we'll get the entire halftime performance, calling for a fair catch. Panthers get it at the 40. We will have the entire halftime performance by the Pell City High School Marching Band of Gold. That fair catch there, good job by Brody Gossett. There's a good sideline shot. You can see what's going on right there as the defense is huddled around the screen. And you can see the defensive coaches explaining to the players what's happening right now. What's happening is a 17-7 lead for Coosa Christian late in this first half. There's a little toss to Isaiah, and 5 defenders there for Coosa Christian just stretching it out. No gain.
You're going to see a bad snap right here. And, again, on those kind of speed sweeps, you missed it right at the start. The snap was down at his feet. Quarterback had to grab it. It throws your timing off, and all it takes is a little bit on a speed sweep to mess that up.
Jenkins and the shotgun. Isaiah Smith split to the right. 2 receivers up top, 1 down low. There goes Smith, empty backfield. There's a quick screen, near side, complete to Dates. Dates got some running room. First down into Coosa Christian territory. down to the 47-yard line. That is a THM Electrical first down.
Yeah, nice little screen to the outside. Got your lineman going downfield. Here they are trying to, got to get that block right there. Pick up a body on him right there. Good move by the running back getting up in the field again. They're starting to slow down a little bit.
Back here at live play, there goes Isaiah picking up a block from Jenkins. Unfortunately, as Isaiah Smith goes head over heels, there's a flag, and they're going to call that against Jenkins as he was trying to throw a block for his running back.
Yeah, you'll see it right out there.
Yeah, that's not Jenkins, my bad. That's 14, Kuziaski.
Again, it's okay to hold, but you have to hold almost chest to chest. You can't get your arms extended if you're going to grab pads or jersey.
On that hold, the spot foul, it'll be first down and 20 for the Panther offense. Empty backfield, trips down low, one up top. It looks like Clegg by himself up top. There is the pass, and trying to run before he secures it is Mason Dates. That's going to be incomplete.
And again, you get to press and good route. Did just a little sit down right there. Should be able to pick up that yard. He's trying to run before he makes the catch. Every receiver, you get 0 yards when you drop it. So he's got to focus. And again, that happens when you get pressing a little bit. You're trying to make things happen. Just relax, make the catch, just like at practice. Settle down.
2:07 left to go here in this first half. Panthers down 17-7 on second down and 20. In motion comes Probst. Here's a flag right at the snap. It is complete to Cash, close to midfield. But a flag on the near sidelines.
And we had plenty of blockers out there. You don't have to make a great block on a screen or any type of swing play like that. You've got to just get a body on them, get a hand on them, slow them down a little bit. We've missed 2 good tackles on that. So, again, another penalty.
Offensive line coach is just having a come apart on the offense on the sidelines on another motion penalty. Big second down and long when we come back. And there you see, I'll tell you, let's keep it right here. Let's watch them chew the offensive line right here. This is about 7 motion penalties on the line in the first half. Let's just watch some chewing going on here.
And you got to have that sometimes. The coach has to, they got to know this is too much, this is too far. There's a point to where you stop doing that. So I'm not sure if our offense is doing a lot of hard count that's faking us off as well, or we're just not paying attention to when the snap has to happen. So, again, sometimes there needs to be a little butt chewing, get them focused, get them realigned, and I think these guys can handle it. They're good, tough kids. You get refocused. You just got to focus, settle down, and do your job.
1:58 shows as they are kind of updating on the scoreboard. And, again, you look on the bottom right of our scoreboard on the live stream, it shows zeros. And we've got a camera pegged on there. And they're just having all kinds of problems tonight with the scoreboard. So 1:58 left to go. Second down and long. 2nd and 25 for the offense of Pell City. Only 92 yards of offense here in this first half for the Panthers. Trips down low. Jenkins rolling to his right under some pressure. Pass is complete to J.D. Probst. Close to the original line of scrimmage. Still going to bring up 3rd down and long. 3rd and about 11.
But it's a good enough pickup, so now you've got some options on this play. 3rd and 11 and 10, you've got plays for that compared to 3rd and 20.
Jenkins 4 of 10 for 91 yards here in this first half. 4 rushes, 14 yards for Pell City. Looking to throw again. Here they come. And Jenkins will go down back at the Panther 42-yard line.
Yeah, he didn't have much time at all. By the time he set his feet, there was a white jersey in his face. And that offensive line has got to come as a unit. They're one piece. They've got to get that figured out.
So the clock will continue to roll. We can't see it. There's nothing there on the scoreboard, but it continues to roll on that sack. Probably about 1.5-ish left to go in this first half as Gossett will punt the ball away from his own 30. Return man at a screen to the right at his own 30. Good high kick by Gossett. Return man backs up, hits at the 10, and rolls into the end zone. And it'll be a touchback for Coosa Christian.
57 yards.
17-7 the score. Again, this is a good Coosa Christian team. This is a team that went to the state championship game last year in 1A. They went to the 4th round the year before. Marco Bryant, a former Navy SEAL, has been at Coosa Christian. I believe it's his 4th year at Coosa Christian.
They're on their own 20, right?
And this has been talking about it in the first half, especially the pregame. I think really in the second half is when you think I expect a momentum turn, especially when it comes to Coosa Christian having to play players both ways when they have a roster of about 35, and Pell City has a roster of about 80. And I think that will really play in the second half here. Hot, humid, but they're going to the locker room, Coach, with a 17-7 lead.
And it has been all Coosa Christian, and we've made our own mistakes and had our own problems. But, again, they have lined up offensively. They've taken chances. They've taken big plays. They've gone for it 3 times on 4th down. So they're not afraid to go toe-to-toe with Pell City.
All right, Lance Bell, our Double Oak Excavating sideline reporter, down with Coach Gentry.
Coach, it's been a crazy first half. How do we make changes and come back and be focused on the second half?
You know, they come out and hit us in the mouth. I'm going to call it like it is. We didn't come out ready to play. We sluggish down warm-ups. You know, we try to get them fired up before we came out here. We got to change their mindset to come out here and win this ball game.
Thank you, Coach.
One of the things I asked Coach during the coaches show, if you saw it, I asked him about halftime. I said, when you go into halftime, now he only had 1 game under his belt as a head coach, and he had a 14-0 lead with momentum last week against Pelham. I said, do you go in and use it as a teaching moment, or do you go in and just absolutely rip them up one side and down the other as you holler at them, you motivate them? And he said, it depends on the scenario. You're a coach. You're a former coach. You got to teach them, but you got to rip them as well. How do you balance that at this locker room for Pell City down 17-7 right now?
That is a difficulty, and as a head coach, you've got you've got your spicy coaches, you've got your more lean back, and I've been fortunate to see Jack Wood, who's a little more fiery, and then coaches like Hal Riddle that are a little more calm, a little more settled down. And even then, on a moment like this, you've got to go in and say, okay, guys, you're here because of you. It is what Coosa Christian has done, but it's because you haven't executed and done your job. So, again, you've got to get that motivation. You come in. Everybody talked about Nick Saban. He was never that mean at halftime. He would come in settled. We got to do this. We got to do this. Very, X and O, X and O. And I'm sure they're going to do that. And then I bet before they leave that locker room, there's going to be a little chewing.
Yeah, there might need to be some new paint going on maybe this weekend, too, because there might not be any paint left on the walls when Nick Gentry gets done in the next 20 minutes or so in that locker room. We got the entire halftime performance coming up from the Pell City High School Marching Band of Gold. Stick around. At the half, it's Coosa Christian 17, Pell City 7 here on the River Sports Network.
Since 1989, Metro Bank has continued to build on the philosophy of being friendly, caring bankers to everyone in the community, focusing on personal banking, business banking, loans, and more. And now more than ever, Metro Bank helps your money stay more safe and secure, featuring online banking, mobile banking, ATM deposits, all with a branch near you. Find out more. Click on metrobankpc.com. Metro Bank. Come home to us.
When a hometown girl with a love for t-shirts turns a dream into reality, the result is Small Town Blanks, Pell City's premier t-shirt shop. With our Small Town Blanks t-shirt brand and the highest quality fabrics, we can outfit our customers with the vibrant colors and endless custom options they desire. We offer traditional vinyl and direct-to-film along with our super comfy sublimation prints. We are proud to partner with local schools, organizations, and events to design their one-of-a-kind shirts.
Small Town Blanks made with hometown love.
Let Griffin Laser Engraving help you with all of your custom laser engraving needs, powder coating, and UV color printing. And Griffin Laser Engraving is your local authorized Yeti dealer, where you can find everything Yeti. Stop by our showroom on Highway 78 in Lincoln and see our great selection of Yeti products, Abaco sunglasses, custom trophies, awards, gift ideas, and more. Griffin Laser Engraving. We make it the way you want it.
I'm Ashley Green with the Ash Agency, an independent insurance agency in Cropwell.
With over 20 years' experience in risk management, we are partners with the industry's top-rated companies, providing you with quality products, excellent service, and guaranteed value. In home, auto, boat, recreational vehicles, small commercial, workers' compensation, and more. Call 205-900-2740 for your quote today, or visit theashagency.com, an independent insurance agency. Quotes don't cost a dime, just a little of your time.
There's a lot to think about this time of year. There's back-to-school lists, annual appointments, work meetings, and weekly agendas. You might even have a list of to-do lists that you need to do. Now you can get more done with Hargray's fast and reliable internet. Enjoy 300 meg internet with unlimited data for just $39.95 per month for 12 months. Call Hargray at 844-246-2932 today. Get more done with Hargray's fast and reliable internet.
Back here at Pell City High School at the half, it is Coosa Christian 17, Pell City 7. Yes, I said that correctly. 2A Coosa Christian making the jump from 1A the past couple of years, past several years. Went to the 1A state championship game last year, lost by 1 possession. And coming out in a tear here at Pete Rich Stadium with a 17-7 lead. You see the Pell City High School marching band of gold out there on the field. As always, we bring the entire halftime performance show to you. Glad to do that for y'all. Great sponsors allowing us to bring this to you absolutely free of charge. No fee associated with it. Just remember the folks that you see here when you're watching on the River Sports Network. Let's take a listen in. Pell City High School marching band of gold.
The moment that you've all been waiting for. The Pell
Pell City High School Marching Band of Gold, the Vegas theme this year. More and more added to it as we go through the weeks. You might notice it was a little bit different from last week. You see the score on the screen? That is correct. Coosa Christian, 2A powerhouse, ranked number 5 in 2A. A 10-point lead going into the locker room, 17-7. Let's take a timeout. When we come back, we'll take a look at our first half stats. They're not pretty for the Panthers, I can tell you that. Stick around here on the River Sports Network.
With WinSouth Credit Union's digital banking, your money moves as much as you do. So you can save money, send money, and spend money wherever you are. And WinSouth digital banking is completely free. So you can use your money for adventures. It only takes 5 minutes to sign up today. Visit winsouthcu.com to get started.
Hey y'all, I'm Lauren from Lular's Boutique in Pell City. Stop by and see our wide variety of trendy fashions from casual and chic to fun and flirty for all shapes and sizes. We also have a great selection of jewelry, accessories, and gift ideas, and we are located on the corner of Highway 78 and Trust Ferry Road. Like us on Facebook for our hours, sales, and new arrivals. Lular's Boutique, where we have something for every woman in mind.
Hi, I'm Ashley Vandiver. Whether you're thinking of buying your first home or your forever home, 360 Lending can put you in the home of your dreams. With our wholesale rates, amazing processing team, and variety of mortgage products, we can help your dream become your reality. I am more than just your hometown mortgage lender. I'm your neighbor dedicated to making our community stronger one mortgage at a time. Call me today and let's see how we can help you achieve your American dream, right here in Pell City. Go Panthers!
THM Electrical and Maintenance Services is the call you need to make for all of your electrical needs, residential or commercial. And with over 22 years of experience, there's no job we can't handle because we take great pride in providing home and business owners with high-quality electrical services. We show up when we promise. We're also an authorized Generac generator dealer. Click on thmelectrical.com or on Facebook, THM Electrical.
For over 120 years, Union State Bank has been more than just a bank. We're part of your community. We believe in the power of a hometown connection, where you're not just another account, but a neighbor and a friend. From savings and checking accounts to personal and business loans, we offer a range of services tailored to your needs, helping dreams take flight, one deposit, one loan, and one relationship at a time. Union State Bank, rooted in tradition, growing with our community. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Hello everyone, this is Elena Weems with ERA King Real Estate. I'm an active member of the community and I absolutely love what I do. It would be my pleasure to assist you. Find me at elenaweems.com for additional contact information, buying and selling tips, and virtual tours of featured properties. So remember, for all your real estate dreams, it's Elena Weems at ERA King. I make it happen, you make it home. elenaweems.com.
It's game day, and from all of us at Bucks Island,
from the Loft Tackle Store, from the team in service,
from the team in parts,
from the sales team,
from the Bucks Island family. Good luck and go get 'em, boys.
Treating our customers the way we want to be treated since 1948. BucksIsland.com or call 1-800-I'm-READY. Let our team help you win on the water.
Sense Collision, providing great customer service and high-quality repairs from minor fender benders to full restorations. And Sense Collision accepts all insurance companies. Located at the Crossroads in Moody next to Forever Memories Monument Company. Get the job done right. Give Riker a call today at 205-640-6234. Sense Collision in Moody. It just makes sense.
Jefferson State is the best choice for my education. You can get a jump start on college by completing college credit while still in high school.
Or get an associate degree in one of Jeff State's high-demand career programs and start earning great pay right away.
How about saving thousands in tuition by starting at Jefferson State, then transferring to a 4-year university? And with online classes and 4 convenient campuses, I can earn a degree around my schedule.
Find your place at Jefferson State. Registration going on now.
Let AV Pro take care of all your smart home needs. At AV Pro, we specialize in creating personalized options to easily and comfortably control your home. Whether you're wanting a movie room to watch the big game or a whole home audio system that fills the inside and outside of your home with your favorite music. At AV Pro, our expert team will ensure that every device works together seamlessly and controlled at your fingertips. Call or come by our showroom for more info.
If you want great food and a family-friendly atmosphere, then get to Jumbo's Burgers, Wings, and More. Mouth-watering burgers, amazing wings, tasty barbecue, delicious lunch specials, and don't forget about my DJ fries. Located on Old Coast City Road in Pell City. Dine in, carry out, or order online. Jumbo's Burgers, Wings, and More, where good food tastes even better. Go Panthers!
There's Never Nervous Purvis, part of the state championship team. What year, JC? Do you know? Long time ago. JC and I both had hair. That's how long ago it was. JC McLean, it's his wife down there. Melissa, Never Nervous Purvis, part of one of 2 state championship teams. Taking lots of pictures. Hey. There she is. Where's her championship ring? Do you know? You keep it in a safe? Does she wear it? She doesn't. I'd be wearing that every day.
Of course, how many people know who Purvis Ellison? How many of our listeners know who Purvis Ellison is? Never Nervous Purvis. He was the man.
That's we got a better version of Never Nervous Purvis right there. Melissa, Never Nervous Purvis. I don't know why she took her married name. At the half, it is Coosa Christian 17, Pell City 7. Our stats brought to you by Allen Service Company. And, Coach, they're not pretty for the Panthers, especially when you compare them to last week.
I know. Last week they couldn't stop us running out the back of the end zone and 4 yards rushing. What a fantastic bragging job we did all week about that offensive line. And, again, they shot themselves in the foot. They ended up having 3rd and longs and 2nd longs, and you kind of have to get in a passing situation in that. And I think you're going to see here, go back, from the very beginning, KISS, keep it simple, stupid is what I would tell myself. And get back to what you do. Run the ball. Don't try to score the big touchdown too early and put yourself in a 2nd long, 3rd and long. Stick to what got you here. You're going to see hopefully that more second half.
Yeah, taking a look at the stats, 4 of 10 through the air, 91 yards, 5 rushes for Pell City in the first half, 4 yards, like Coach was just saying, 5 rushes, 4 yards. Now, this is the same team that ran 10 yards per rush last week. I think, almost 300 yards rushing, 95 total yards in the first half for the Pell City Panthers. Let's take a look at some of the, we'll just let Tiffany roll some highlights. Not a whole lot of highlights, yes. We'll see what Tiffany comes up with and react off of that, I guess, and see what's happening. You know, that's the guy who made a whole lot of plays there in the first half. Yeah, Isbell did, Ethan.
Again, sadly, a few more defensive highlights than offensive.
Good play there by Tristan Anderson, that open field tackle there. Again, Ethan Isbell, yeah.
Getting his head in there. And again, they've got to get back to doing that. They've got to stop. The Coosa Christian's done good on 2nd downs.
Not a whole lot of highlights with 95 total yards in the first half, 91 through the air, only 4 on the ground for Pell City. See J.J. Johnson there, number 0. See number 17 behind him. There is Coach Nick Gentry.
I've been there many times in that situation where you're thinking, oh, my gosh, you don't panic. The biggest thing is tell your guys don't panic because you don't want to get into that push, that pressing. You saw a couple of drop passes. Kids are trying to make big plays too early. Just stick to what you do. Relax. Let your receivers make the catch. Tuck it in. Get upfield. And just stick to your game. It's a long ball game still. You got 2 full quarters to play. You get the ball right here. Hopefully make a statement, and then get in your relaxed zone.
Panthers winning the coin flip to start the ball game, and so they'll get the ball coming out of the locker room as we watch them line up for the return. Down 10 points here. Again, the scoreboard, lots of problems with the scoreboard's frequencies, lots of wireless equipment in here, and that wreaks havoc on the scoreboard. So you see the zeros on the screen there if you're watching. It'll pop in. It might say 1 minute, 1 second. It might be correct. But they're keeping the time on the field. Also, the play clock not working, so they're keeping that time on the field as well. There's a high end-over-end kick. Diving. Ball's on the turf. Coosa Christian says they have it. Still waiting for a referee to make a call. Oh, it is Coosa Christian ball. Let's watch a replay. We saw this, and Coach, you alluded to it early in the ball game. Just some funky kicks, just trying to throw the return team off rhythm, and it happened right there.
Yeah, I don't know if that's on purpose or not. He may just kind of squibbed it to try to just get it down there, but that was a good little pooch kick. Again, you got to get up under, make that catch. Again, he had his hands on it, so apparently got it and bobbled it there at the end right there, but not the half you wanted to start with right there, giving them the ball back.
Yeah, short field, too, at the Panther 43-yard line. Panthers down 17-7. This is the opportunity for the defense to come out of the locker room and shore up a whole lot of holes. There's a quick pass, near side, open field tackle once again by Ethan Isbell, but still going to go 4 or 5 yards.
Nice little swing play. Again, they've done this same play coming out of the back with a take the guy, move him to the right, swing him back across the left, and that's tough. That's hard for the linebackers and corners to stay noticed on him. They're kind of picking us apart. Not a lot of big downfield plays. The only one's been the pass interference. Everything else have been quick little passes that we've got to be able to stay underneath.
One receiver up top, one down low to the short side. Got a tight end to the near side as well. 2 backs. There's the give to the deep back. First person on the scene for the Panthers, Jordan Perry. That's going to bring up 3rd down. It remains 5 on the no gain.
Yeah, just trying to smash mouth football right there, and good job of him standing up the offensive lineman. You'll see him here. He'll get good contact, hold him up, get some separation, get in there and make the tackle. Good job. Needed that on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd and a little bit longer.
Again, the score is a little surprising to me. I thought Pell City maybe a 7-point lead, a close game. But I still think ultimately in the second half, the numbers games as far as how many players on each roster is going to be beneficial for Pell City. On 3rd down, here comes some pressure. Rolling to the far side of the field, and a minimal gain, if anything, staying in bounds, tackle by Pell City, 4th down.
Again, good pursuit right there. Great job by the secondary downfield, staying with the receivers. Again, he's open downfield. We fell down. Thank goodness the quarterback didn't see him. The cornerback fell down, and the guy was open in the end zone, but he didn't have time to get the ball off to throw it.
Caden Sawyer in there with the tackle for the Panthers. 4th down and 4, as I said, and the quarterback's hobbling a little bit. I don't know if you saw him. He's hobbling a bit, too. 4th down and 4. We got to make sure we don't jump here. Give him an easy first. 2 receivers to each side. Quick throw, incomplete. Here's a turnover on downs. Is this where the momentum starts to shift to the bigger team, the 6A program?
It should. Now, again, you've seen the underdog has always been the underdog, and you have those, was it Appalachian State that beat Michigan that time. Sometimes you get that fire and it stays with them, but this is a good time to put our foot down, score here, and let them know we're out for business now. Let's go.
You see Mason Dates in the bottom left corner of your screen at wide receiver. Down here to the wide side. One receiver up top. That is Clegg, Jamario Clegg. Kuziaski split to the wing to the left side, that far side. Here comes Clegg now in motion. And we got an offsides lining up before the snap against Coosa Christian. 1st and 5 now for Pell City.
There you go, guys. Settle down. Take a breath. Do the play. Do what you practice.
Isaiah Smith, the handoff, patiently looking for a hole. Tiptoeing across the 45, 1st down, up to the 50-yard line, a THM Electrical 1st down.
Yeah, we go with a double tight set right here, and again, they're packing it in. This is one of those things that if Coosa Christian keeps packing it in, gets 7 in the box, maybe 8 in the box, you break past that linebacker, and it's going to be gone. We saw that last week. Hopefully that'll happen here soon.
Here comes some wide bodies. Out comes Isaiah. In comes number 22. It's DJ Burgess in the backfield for the first time. There's the handoff to DJ. 1 defender, no. 2 defender, no. 3 defender, drag him across the 40, down to the 38-yard line, a THM Electrical 1st down.
Again, you'll see this. This is set up by the 2 receivers out here. The secondary had to go to a 3-deep look over here. It opened up one more blocker for us inside of there. Great call right there.
And going to hurry up, too, to see if they can't really start wearing down that defense. And they put the big boys in there as well to lean heavy on that two-way program inside the 35 to the 34, a 5-yard gain by DJ Burgess.
Smash mouth football, wear them out. Don't give them time to get rest. You got a lot of these guys playing offensive line as well. They're already looking tired.
Jenkins in the shotgun. Again, the handoff to 22. Got a hole, 1st down, inside the 30, down to the 26-yard line. A THM Electrical 1st down.
Gotta love that. Nothing special about that. We're just going to line up. We're telling where you're going. We've got a big guy, get you some yards right there. And again, you got to like this, wearing them down. Love it. Good start.
Opening drive for the Panthers on offense. Burgess now split to the left of Jenkins. This time he's met at the 25, just a 1-yard gain there. In comes Smith at running back, and here comes a Coosa Christian player. You see number 4 right there. And the coach tells him to go down, and he grabs a leg. Looks like probably a cramp. We're going to keep it here.
Yeah, they're going to try to make as much time, give themselves as much rest as possible.
Yep.
So you may see a few of these cramp situations pop up strategically a little bit. Again, hopefully he's not hurt anything serious right there. But, again, they're trying to slow the game now. We're trying to keep it running right here. So, again, this may help us by getting us a little break set up. We missed the linebacker block on that one right there. Hopefully get that figured out and off to the races here.
Yeah, so, you come in with the heavier package there. DJ Burgess in the backfield in place for either Cash or Smith. You see Sean Boyle in there at the H-back position. He's a hard hitter trying to clear some holes as well, trying to see if they can't start leaning on that defense and really making the advantage of the numbers on the 6A roster as opposed to the 2A roster across the way.
Yeah, I've noticed many times, again, when you have to play both ways, even though you get that halftime break, sometimes early in that 3rd quarter, you start feeling just the fatigue of that game.
Clegg and Probst, the 2 receivers up top. Smith, 2 yards behind Jenkins, and what plagued us in the first half, especially that first quarter, motion on offense. That makes it 2nd down and 14.
Frustrating.
Same formation, Probst and Clegg up top. That's Smith a couple of yards behind Jenkins. There is the handoff to Smith. Got some running room, following some blocks inside the 20, close to the 1st down marker.
Good run, just body on body, trying to get outside. If he can break inside right here, right there, plant and go, he had it. Got the seal out block, but again, he stayed with it, get out bounds, get going, keep running the ball.
Panthers down 17-7, opening drive here on offense. Boyle split to the right side of that line. Smith tiptoeing, trying to find the first down marker. He's down to the 12-yard line, going to be just short of the first down marker. And another player down on the field for Coosa Christian, big lineman.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he also plays a little bit on the offensive line in there as well, and it does wear on the big guys first. It's hard, much harder for those offensive linemen, defensive linemen to stay and go both ways.
Yeah, there's Coach Nick Gentry. And you mentioned it. There's some strategy at this point for the smaller Coosa Christian school. And the strategy being trying to there's can we get a wide shot? Let's go. Can we get a shot of each of the two? And I say that because we've got two Coosa Christian players on the turf with cramps. One right there, that's the line of scrimmage. You see him trying to work it out. And then on the other side of the 20-yard line, up top on the visitor side, there's another player just getting up, trying to work out cramps there. And this is a momentum stopper for the Panther offense as well. This is some strategy being played here by Coach Mark O'Brien.
And very legal. And you don't ever want a kid to be hurt, and you wouldn't want to say they're faking by any means. And I don't think they're tough kids over there. I doubt they would do that. But you use that time wisely when you have that cramp.
Yeah, Mark O'Brien, a former Navy SEAL serving our country, several missions overseas. Great guy, great football coach, great American. Here we go, 4th down and close to 2 with DJ Burgess in the backfield. The give to Burgess. Oh, he stretches. Can he stretch far enough? It is going to be close. What do you think, Lance? You're right there. Lance says first down. Coosa Christian says they think they held him. And another cramp going down for Coosa Christian there you see on the left side of the screen.
Again, I think that's he looked like he dove and got the ball past.
Get a replay of that. See where he
dives and extends the ball. It's a bad
They got it at the
spot.
17. That's not a bad. Look, at 17, that's where they have the ball. And that is right at the and we did not get the first. Let's see right here. Yeah,
He's
just
past it a little bit, yeah.
Yeah, just inside the 17. Which they've already moved the chains the other way, so we can't really see how close it was.
But it still should be at that marker, which is dead on the 17, and he looked like he was inside of it. So it's 1st and 10 going that way. Anyway, a couple of close calls we hadn't gotten. And again, we didn't block anybody on that one. They had a linebacker wide open in a 5 technique untouched.
Let's go down to our Double Oak Excavating sideline reporter, the Senator, Lance Bell.
Adam, if you look where they placed, that would be a first down. That's what coach is arguing with them. If where they've got the ball placed right now, it would be a first down.
Yeah, and you see Coach Gentry right there, and the referee saying, look, that's Coosa first. But Coach Gentry, literally, you see him leaning, looking at the ball at the, 16 3/4 line, I guess you would say. He's not going to win the battle, unfortunately. And the opening drive on offense will be a turnover on downs right there, and the Panther defense will come out again. Right in front of the student section, you can hear them in the background, right in front of the band. They've moved the band in the student section back to the right side of the home side here. On 1st and 10. Coosa Christian with a 17-7 lead. Quarterback draw, not a whole lot there as he dives to the 20-yard line. That one good for 2, maybe 3 yards.
Yeah, a couple of their specialty players have some limps, a little bit of tired, so I don't think you're going to see a lot of fancy stuff. You'll see some more simple plays like that, trying to pick up 3 and 4 yards, work the clock, and get long first downs for them. sending a player out. Not sure if it's in equipment. White Hat kicked him out of the huddle. Not sure. Not enough equipment, knee pads, chin strap, something.
2nd down on 7 after that 3-yard gain for Coosa Christian. Again, the scoreboard pretty much not cooperating all night so far tonight. We are on the opening drive on offense for Coosa Christian here in this 3rd quarter. Again, the quarterback keeper stretching it out far side. Panthers diving is Ethan Isbell. Shoestring tackle up to the 24-yard line. 3rd down now on defense for Pell City.
Yeah, let him get outside a little bit right there, and he picked up an extra 3 yards. It would have been nice to have on 3rd. So big 3rd down right here. Got to settle down again. Another Coosa player down.
Yep, this is on the far side. There you see at the 25-yard line. And this is what I think the 4th Coosa player to go down with cramps here in this 3rd quarter. What'd you guys use back in the day? I mean, mustard or pickle
salt
juice?
Tablets.
Yeah.
Larry Ferris made us eat salt tablets, which was the absolute worst thing you could do when you're dehydrated and having cramps. And he would chew them up, and he was just, man, he was so tough on us. But, yeah, we had old salt tablets. And he used to actually put salt in the injury ice so we wouldn't eat it. That's how mean he was.
Good gracious.
But I loved him, though. Came back to love the old man, loved him to death. Went to work for him at Irwin High School, and just one of the most fantastic guys.
You know, the days of having a cramp and dragging yourself to the sideline, you know, the coach telling you to get to the sideline, those are done. You know, that's not a thing. You see it in high school ball, you see it in college ball, you see it in pro ball. It's just part of the game now.
Yeah, it really is the timing of the game, and, you know, so much faster. These athletes are so much faster and bigger than we ever were. So, again, it's all about speed, getting the speed play ready, so take your time getting off. And the thing about these cramps on these players is they're not going to go away. I don't care how much pickle juice and mustard you put in right now.
Yeah, too late.
Yes, these cramps are coming from Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, improper hydration and salts and electrolytes in them. So it's going to be hard to get rid of those in the second half.
And again, that's where I think the numbers are advantageous for the Panthers. Now we're down 10 points, and we just turned the ball over on downs, you know, deep in Coosa territory. But this is a sign of those numbers starting to prevail for Pell City. But we still got to come back from 10 just to tie this ball game. 3rd down, and we'll call it a long 3 for Coosa Christian. The handoff right side. Oh, on the second effort, it looks like they're going to have the 1st down. They do have it. And you say there's a flag coming down?
No, it was somebody throwing a ball in.
Right.
That looked like a flag from the far side. Yeah, his second effort definitely picked that up. And again, he just kept his feet running. Again, we've had a lot of yards after the first touch that has to be eliminated. We're at a point now we can't allow any more yards after first touch.
Yeah, Trey Kuziaski right there. He just can't get the tackle made, though. And the running back able to get a 1st down, change the move up to the 29-yard line. Pell City, turnover on downs on their opening possession here in the 3rd quarter. And this is Coosa Christian's first possession on offense, maybe a yard to the 30. And again, the quarterback, watch the quarterback for Coosa Christian. I don't know if it's cramps or a little bit of an injury, but you see him hobbling a bit here in this 3rd quarter, number 12 there.
Yeah, he looks like he's got a little hitch in his get along, and we're daring him to pass right here. We're packing it in and saying, you know, because apparently they've gone to more of a run offense, and we're saying you're going to have to beat us passing because we're pretty much man-to-man out here on the side with 1 deep.
Yeah, they want to try to burn this clock as much as they can here. And here comes the pass. Here comes the pressure as well. Almost a really good throw and catch, making something out of nothing, but good defense there. Trey Kuziaski causing the, I don't know if he caused, but he was there to make the tackle immediately. Let's watch this one again. Here comes a 4th down.
Yeah, good pressure getting off the tackle right there. And again, he got slammed. Quarterback slow getting up. Slow to get up. I hope he's all right, but he's definitely banged up a little bit right now.
Big number 51, Carson Scott, wreaking some havoc in the backfield there on the quarterback. It says 3rd and 9. I thought it was 4th. Is that right? Is it 3rd or 4th? It is 3rd. Okay, my bad. 3rd and 9 from the 30. Here comes a 4-man rush setting up the screen. 1st down, hops across the 40 up to the 43-yard line.
Nice call, good timing. Linebacker didn't get set up in there. They got enough linemen down the field, and he picked his way. Great call right there. Caught us in a good defense where we push, pursue. Our guys have to put the brakes on and reverse. They've got to realize, oops, that wasn't an accident.
Just a tad under 5 minutes left to go here in the third quarter. On 1st and 10 from the 43-yard line. Coosa Christian with a 17-7 lead. Lowers his head at the 43 up to the 44-yard line. Only a 1-yard gain there.
Yeah, stand them up on defense right there. Get, pursuit, hit, engage, extend, stand them up, get off for the tackle. So good job there. Need a good play right here to make it 3rd and long. Got to hold them here.
Everybody looking at their wristband on the offense for Coosa Christian. 1 receiver up top, 1 down low. Again, no play clock. We can't see it. They're keeping the time on the field.
There he is.
Got a receiver open, and he overthrows him just a tad bit, and a cramp kicks in on that receiver. You see him there, but it is going to be 3rd down and 9 now.
Yeah, we dodged a bullet on that one right there. He came right off the seam. And again, him cramping slowed him down a little bit. Couldn't get up under the ball right there. So good call right there. Caught us a little bit of sleep with that outside linebacker watching him.
Big 3rd down. Here goes a receiver up to the top of the screen. You couldn't see him, but another cramp kicking in on Coosa Christian on one of their receivers. Trips up top, 2 down low. Empty backfield on 3rd down and 9. A 10-point lead, and we got a whistle right before the snap, and I think we've got a timeout. Let's see what the white hat. Yeah, timeout Coosa Christian. Let's take it with them as well here on the River Sports Network.
Hey Panther Nation, it's April at Merle Norman Cosmetics, and I'm excited to introduce you to our new venture, Blush Boutique. You already know about the amazing skincare and color cosmetics that we offer, but what you may not know is that we also have clothing, handbags, jewelry, and Panther Game Day t-shirts. Shop local and come visit the new Blush Boutique at Merle Norman. We are located at 1915 Cogswell Avenue in historic downtown Pell City.
Back here, you see the student section, you see the band, and if you're a longtime Pell City fan, yes, they're back on the right side. They're the cheerleaders as well, going in the gate there, back out on the field. One of the changes I made from last week to this week. Good crowd for the Pell City Panthers against Coosa Christian. And right now the Panther fans are saying, all right, let's go defense. 3rd down and 9. Panthers down by 10 against 2A Coosa Christian. Last couple of years they were 1A, made it to the 1A state championship game, lost by 1 possession last year. Running far side. Panthers are going to eat it up. All the Panther fans are pointing at the hold, no flag, and it's going to be 4th down and about 4, just short of midfield. We watch that one again.
Yeah, very interesting play. Got a lot of cross here coming back on the sweep. Again, I don't know how they didn't get the tackle.
Yeah. Big number 55 on the offensive line for Coosa. All right, they're going to show they're going for it. A jump by the, I take that back. There is the punter. Goes back.
Have they punted tonight? First punt, isn't it?
I think it is, yeah. High kick. Going to bounce at the 32 and go out of bounds just inside the 30. Hey, Lance, see if you can find out how much time. Hey, can we get a shot at Lance right there? This is how they're keeping time.
2:44. 2:44.
2:44 with the scoreboard not operating correctly. The referee just to the right. Well, we lost him. Right there. Up. Yep.
Somewhere in there.
Yeah, somewhere over there. There's a referee on the sideline who's doing nothing but holding a stopwatch. On 1st down. There's the give to Isaiah Smith. Across the 30 to the 34, a 4-yard gain.
Yeah, good job of him getting into the secondary, but they did a good job of closing down. Free safety came up, shut that down.
There's the rep. You see her. She is just keeping the score right there. Another Coosa player down with cramps. You see the coaches there, the offensive coaches, saying, look, we got to score here. We are late in the third quarter. We're down by 2 possessions.
Yeah, I've been saying this a long game. Hold on. Well, now it's crunch time. Now you need to get some points or at least a good long drive. Get them down, pin them down. But it would be nice to get at least a field goal, some points out of this drive. So because you know you're going to get 2 to 3 possessions in the fourth quarter. So if you only have to score 1 touchdown in those, your chances increase.
Offensive coordinator Joey Bennett with a 2nd down and 6 now, down by 10 for the Panthers. We got 2:26 left to go here in this third quarter. Twins down low to the short side. Quarterback keeper Jenkins across the 35 up to the 38-yard line. Going to bring up 3rd down and 2.
Now, something looked a little off. This is zone read keeper on that. I couldn't tell if it was – I actually thought we moved a little early on that. But, again, enough to get us 3rd and short. Pack it in, get the 1st down here.
DJ Burgess split to the right of Jenkins in the backfield. And we got a flag on the near sideline. I see Coach on the bottom of the screen saying it's against Coosa Christian. And it is. So that 3rd down and short will give us a THM Electrical 1st down right there, courtesy of that 5-yard penalty. Change move up to the 43-yard line. First and 10 for the Panthers. Out of the shotgun, Jenkins, the handoff to Burgess, makes a move at the 45, lowers his head as he gets up to the 49-yard line. That will be a 6-yard gain for DJ Burgess.
Yeah, Coach here just going on the simple counts, nothing big, nothing fancy. We don't want to make any more penalties on ourselves and just line up and try to wear them down again.
Jamario Clegg up top at receiver. Down low is Mason Dates, and there is a flag coming out of the secondary. Second down and 4, now turns to 2nd and 9. False start against Pell City again. 1:11 left to go here in the third quarter. Panthers down 17-7. Panthers 16 rushes, 64 yards. This is a team that almost ran for 300 yards last week, almost 10 yards a carry. 16 rushes, 64 yards. Here comes the blitz. Panthers pick it up. There's the toss across the 45. There's a flag on the far side of the field. White Hat says again, false start against Pell City. 2nd and 9, now 2nd and 14. Back-to-back movement penalties against Pell City.
Yeah, I'm not sure how that's happening. We've, one of those things, the count is messing us up. I'm not sure what the receivers out there here, and the receivers should never jump off sides. The old rule, watch the ball. But here we are, lots of penalties.
3, 4, and 5. The receivers up top, Clegg, Gossett, and Probst. One receiver down low is Dates. Looking across the middle of the field, it is complete right at the 50 to Brody Gossett. And that'll make it, 3rd down and 3?
Long 3, really long 3. Close enough. Yeah, good job right here, hitting the 3rd receiver inside, finding the seam. Again, hopefully he could plant, get north-south on that, pick up a couple of yards. But, hey, made the catch.
Trips up top again to the wide side. DJ Burgess split to the right of Jenkins in the backfield on 3rd down. There's the belly read, the keeper by Jenkins, going to be about a yard short of the 1st down. Coach, you got to go for it, right? Down
Pretty
by
much.
10.
I would rush up there and see if we can get him to jump off sides. Or put, Big 22 in.
I don't know. That is just about a yard short of the first down marker.
Again, Pell City kids want the ball. They want to run it. They want to go for it. Not sure how much time's left. We've got to be close to the end of the third quarter.
That is going to be the end of the third quarter. So we go into the fourth quarter. We'll swap sides of the field just about 4 yards. As we go to the fourth quarter, Coosa Christian 17, Pell City 7 here on the River Sports Network.
Great food and great variety. It's City Market Grill and Buffet in Pell City. A great selection of meats, fish, vegetables, desserts, and the largest salad bar in the county. And of course, it's all you can eat. The City Market Grill and Buffet in the Walmart Shopping Center in Pell City. Check out their Facebook page for times and prices. City Market Grill and Buffet.
Hi, I'm Adam Vandiver, financial advisor and owner of Logan Martin Wealth Management. As a financial advisor, I specialize in helping my clients achieve their investment and retirement goals. I educate my clients on not only how to invest, but why. I have many solutions that can help you achieve these goals. All it takes is having a goal-oriented conversation to find what solutions are most suitable for you and in your best interest. Call 533-0388 or visit LoganMartinWealthManagement.com. Grow the life you want with Logan Martin Wealth Management.
Back here live, the cheerleaders, the band, color guard, student section all over there to the right, having a good time tonight. 17-7. There's Coach going into the fourth quarter. We swap sides of the field. And the Panthers on 4th down and 1. Burgess in the Wildcat. The direct snap, enough for a first down. Still on his feet inside the 40, down to the 38-yard line. A THM electrical first down. And another player down with a cramp.
Nothing special about that. Get it to your big man, go off to tackle, and see where the hole is. He did a good job there. Again, I was hoping he'd break it last week, remember, he was 4th and 1, and he broke it for the first touchdown. It would have been nice to see that again.
DJ Burgess with, 7 carries, 42 yards for the night. Smith, who had 180 yards last week, 5 carries, 22 yards. Young, 3 carries, 16 yards. Jenkins, the quarterback, 3 carries, -3 yards. Those are the ground attack yards. 18 rushes, 77 yards. Through the air, 5 of 11 Jenkins is 101 yards, a total of 178 yards. Our stats brought to you by Allen Service Company.
That's that big 3 technique that's walking off, that defensive tackle. They take advantage of that.
Jenkins comes back out at quarterback after that Wildcat first down by Burgess. Burgess split to the left of Jenkins in the backfield. One receiver down low is Johnson. About a 10-yard cushion on Johnson by the DB down low. That's where they're looking. Johnson across the middle of the field. Jenkins passes up, and it is going to be overthrown to the receiver and the defensive back.
Yeah, they did a good job of holding in. You got a guy playing center field, set back. Had a step on him for a little bit, but that would have been a perfect pass. That would have taken an excellent pass to get that one in.
Down low at receiver, Jamario Clegg and John David Probst. The fake to Cash. Jenkins under some pressure. This has got trouble written all over it. It is intercepted at the 35. The return man up to the 38-yard line. And that thing just hung up there. And the INT and the turnover. 17-7 lead for Coosa Christian here just starting this fourth quarter.
Definitely not what you want to see right there. Again, even if you got to take the sack, throw the ball out of bounds. You're out of the pocket. That's a hard roll to the left. Try to get your shoulders squared up. Again, he's got to know better than throw that one up in the air.
Yeah, you saw Kuziaski. He was trying to knock the ball down. Goes from tight end to defensive back, but just couldn't get there in time.
Again, he had a shorter receiver that he could at least dumped it over to, but again, just trying to make it big play early. I mean, late in the game, trying to make a play. Ends up with an accident.
First down 10 at the 38. Coosa Christian with the ball and a 17-7 lead here early in this fourth quarter. We got a timeout on the field by Coosa Christian. Let's take it with them as well here on the River Sports Network.
Looking for a little more comfort in your life? Don't think you can afford a top brand heating and cooling system? Well, Carrier has the right solutions for every budget. And at Allen Service Company, they'll show you the full lineup of best-in-class home comfort systems. Turn to the experts at Allen Service Company, where financing is available, subject to credit approval. Call 205-338-2311, 205-338-2311, or visit online at allenservicecompany.com.
Sunbreakers Glass Tinting is now open. Located off I-20 at the corner of Highway 78 and Seddon Road in Riverside. As a Lumar Formula One dealer, we are happy to provide the finest materials in window tinting. Our seasoned and experienced installers are here to guarantee your complete satisfaction. And we offer a manufacturer lifetime warranty on window film and labor. For more, visit sunbreakersglasstinting.com, your #1 choice in glass tinting.
First and 10 for Coosa Christian after that INT. Making it to the linebacking core at the 42-yard line. That one good for 4 yards. Coosa Christian, 28 rushes, 77 yards. So neither team not tearing it up on the ground when you look at yards per carry average. Through the air for Coosa Christian, 8 of 14 for 123. So a total of 200 offensive yards for Coosa Christian tonight. But they hang on to that 17-7 lead here in this fourth quarter. Should be somewhere about 10.5 left to go. Again, the scoreboard not operational tonight when it comes to the time portion of the scoreboard. Play clock not operational as well. They're keeping that on the field. A counter. Spins for a first down across the 50 down to the 49. The clock will stop momentarily as the chains move to the first down.
Yeah, nice little counter step right there. Got the push-out block. Stepped inside. Good hard running by 22 right there. Again, you got to squeeze that 5 technique. That defensive end has got to squeeze that down and keep him from getting up in the pocket in there. Again, this team came out and they are motivated. They are a tough bunch of kids.
Yeah, Coach said that going into the locker room at the half. He said they came out here and punched us in the mouth. We weren't ready for it. We didn't warm up well. We didn't play well the first half. And flat out punched us in the mouth. And right now they continue punching after a 6-yard gain.
Again, nothing fancy. Lining up off tackle. Back's looking to whether he breaks it out, breaks it inside. Linebackers have to step up. This is where the defense has to do something here. We need that strip. We need to get the ball on the ground. We need something good to happen because they're just kind of grinding us down.
Second down and 4 after the 6-yard rush. Trips up top to the short side. One back split to the right in the backfield. Give to that lone back, hit immediately right there. And a good play by Pell City's Jordan Perry. Here comes third down.
Yeah, you'll see him come in from the defensive end right here. He just squeezes down and boom. Good job of squeezing, keeping his shoulders parallel to the line of scrimmage.
And another player goes down for Coosa Christian with the cramps. And this is a big third down right here, Coach. We got to hold him here. We're down 2 possessions. We haven't had any offense really in this first half. The second half. Not much in the first half either, for that matter. But we need to hold him here because we got to have at least 2 possessions to try to tie this thing, if not take the lead. But again, not a whole lot happening offensively for the Panthers tonight.
Yeah, they're working almost 3 minutes per 3 to 4 downs and right there just by the time the play's over and you get the clock restarted. So, yeah, we've got to stop them here. It's going to be another 2 to 3 minutes before we can get the ball back. Again, not a bad time. This coach has done some screens on these particular plays, so hopefully our guys will recognize that. Because it's one of those times you send everybody, 3rd and short, send the linebacker, send everybody. And hopefully we can recognize that screen. They've hit us about 3 times on that this game.
So the player with the cramp will come to the sideline for at least one play. When we get this back in motion, 3rd and 3. The ball is at the Panther 43-yard line. 8:50 left to go here in the ball game, and the Panthers down 17-7 against last year a 1A team that made it to the championship game. They get bumped up to 2A, at least for the next 2 years. Coosa Christian right off of 7:59 in Gadsden. Big 3rd down, 2 backs in the backfield. Give to the deep back. Meets the line, defensive line at the 42-yard line. 4th and a long one, closer to 2.
Just, again, nothing special. Didn't know if they were going to try to screen. They just kind of line up, try to smack you in there. Good job. Got to do the same thing on this play. They're probably going to do the same play, maybe to the other side. Working that clock. They want that clock to run.
Big 4th down here for the Panther D. Got to make sure you don't jump, first of all. Don't give it to him easy. Now the fan base trying to help out. Burning as much clock as they can. And Mark O'Brien, the head coach for Coosa Christian, calls a timeout. Let's take it with him as well here on the River Sports Network.
Let AV Pro take care of all your smart home needs. At AV Pro, we specialize in creating personalized options to easily and comfortably control your home. Whether you're wanting a movie room to watch the big game or a whole home audio system that fills the inside and outside of your home with your favorite music. At AV Pro, our expert team will ensure that every device works together seamlessly and controlled at your fingertips. Call or come by our showroom for more info.
Back at Pete Rich Stadium, a big 4th down and 2 for the Panther defense. And Coach, while we were in break, you were saying Coach O'Brien wanted to see what we came out defensively on that last play.
A lot like a basketball play when you're trying to figure out how's the defense going to cover you. What can we do? Can we line up smash mouth? Or are we going to try to do something tricky? And who knows what he's got. He's done a good job calling offensive plays tonight. We'll see what he's got.
All right, defense, let's see what we got here. 4th down and 2. The band strikes it up. The crowd strikes it up. Quarterback keeper, he dives inside the 40. That will be enough for a 1st down to the 39-yard line. They needed 2. They got 3.
Again, that's a gutsy Tim Tebow over the top kind of play right there. And again, that's this kind of team. They've played this way for 3.5 quarters and will play to the end of this game. They are a scrappy, hard-nosed team.
Oh, that one's going to help burn some more clock for the offense of Coosa Christian with this 17-7 lead. Again, scoreboard not working tonight when it comes to the time. The play clock's not working tonight either, so they're keeping it on the field. They have a referee strictly dedicated to that. They're keeping it on the ground as well. And here comes some good penetration. Jordan Perry. That's going to be a tackle for a 2-yard loss.
Good job. Not fooled at all. Good job keeping his outside shoulder free so he could get to the tackle. You saw him grab jersey. He held on. That's exactly what they've got to do right there. Good job.
Yeah, you pointed out earlier, Pell City's been in some good positioning, but unfortunately not making the tackles when we need to, allowing the Coosa Christian runner to get to that next level. 2nd down and 12 after the 2-yard loss. Again, the quarterback keeper stretching it out far side. Great play by the Panther defense. There's DJ Burgess with the tackle.
Yeah, getting fired up right here. It's crunch time now. There is no more second chances here. Got to make it happen. Good job of avoiding the tackle by DJ right there. Let the blocker run through and pushed him off to the side. Kept his shoulder square. Ready to go.
3rd down and 14. The last 2 plays going for minus yards, courtesy of the defensive line for Pell City. The clock continues to wind down. And the Panthers down 17-7 here, week number 2 at Pete Rich Stadium. It does not get easier. Clay Chalkville and Region play starts next week. Here is the handoff. Panthers on the tackle is Ethan Isbell. Not even to the original line of scrimmage, 4th down and 12. And a timeout on the field by Pell City. Where are we spot-wise? All right, we're good. Let's keep it here for the time being. Coach Gentry calls a timeout. He's got to preserve as much as he can left. We got to get at least 2 more possessions. And we got to score some sort or another on those 2 possessions as well to try to get this thing tied up or take the lead down by 10, 17-7. As we look in on the defensive huddle here for Pell City with that wireless cam.
Yeah, I'm assuming they're going to punt. You never know with this team. He's a gutsy coach and gutsy play. Assuming they'll punt, try to get it down, and then you've got to think quickly, do we want to go for the quick score or the long driving score and onside kick? So offensively, Coach Bennett's got to figure out how do we want to do this, because you can't just come out throw 3 long bombs. Chances are you won't get those. So he's got to be thinking right now already, what's our first play, what's our second play, and then what do we do from there? How successful are those plays? It determines what we do on that 3rd and 4th play.
5:28 is what is left in this ball game. Panthers down 17-7. It's 4th down and 12 at the Panther 41-yard line when we come out of this Pell City timeout. Boy, we sure, if they do punt it away, we sure could use a special electric play on special teams. J.J. Johnson will be the man back deep on this punt, and they do show punt. Again, 5:28 left to go here in this ball game. Panthers down 17-7. Johnson standing right at about the 10-yard line on the far hash. High kick. Johnson will not get a chance to return this one. It hits at the 18, goes sideways, out of bounds, and Pell City will have about 82 yards to go, make that 81 yards to go to pay dirt to try to get 7 back right here. Do you go for it on one play? You just try to get it on one play right here?
Again, that would be up to Coach Bennett what he decides. I would think not. You have enough time for 2 full possessions. You got 2 timeouts left. You know they're going to run the ball when they get back. So I would be smart. You can't be too conservative here. You can't just run off tackle, but you've got to look for probably some flood patterns where we have 1, 2, and 3 choices to go to.
Do we have too many players out on the field? Yes, here comes 2. We had 13 on the field. Now here comes the flag. Yep, that's going to be against Pell City.
Probably illegal substitution type thing. Had too many guys breaking the huddle coming out on the field.
Sometimes you might be able to squeeze that 12th guy out there, but usually that 13th will definitely get you.
Yes. You got 2 running off, look confused, yes. Again, that's just an alignment. They probably have a certain call, you know, like red, and too many people are out there on that particular formation.
So we back it up. Now we're inside the 15 to the 14-yard line. 1st down and 15 for the Panthers, down 17-7. Not a whole lot there, a couple of yards. That's Isaiah Smith on the carry there. 2nd down long it remains. Hurry up offense for the Panthers. Jenkins rolling to the near side. There's a quick throw, and it's going to go in and out of the hands of Jamario Clegg.
Again, difficult to do when you got a right-handed quarterback trying to roll to his left. It's difficult to get those shoulders square. To make that pass play, he's got to get that right shoulder turned, and it makes him throw it a little bit across his body. 3rd and long.
Yep, 3rd down. Got to move these chains right here. 2 receivers to each side. Jenkins, here comes some pressure. There's a throw, and it one-hops right at the feet of Brody Gossett. Here comes 4th down for the Panthers and 12.
Definitely crunch time here. This is a ball game.
In the backfield is Cash. That's Elijah Young, along with Jenkins. 3 receivers down low to the wide side, 1 up top on 4th down and 12. And like Coach said, this could be the ball game right here. And, of course, we got a flag, and this one is going to be against Coosa. So this will give us 5 back. Open the playbook a little bit more, but still 4th down and long in our own territory at the 22. 4th down and I'll call it 8, a short 8.
Yeah, definitely a play you got in your book here for something like this, 3rd and 8, 4th and 8, same kind of play here.
Same formation, trips down low, 1 receiver up top. Showing the blitz, here they come up the middle. Jenkins, the pass is up, it is going to be caught! What a great catch going up in the air, getting hit, coming down. John David Probst, a THM Electrical first down.
That's just a gutsy catch right there. Great job. He probably knocked the wind out of him a little bit, but a great catch. 4th in destiny right there.
20-yard gain on that first down. Jenkins rolling, got a receiver open, get out of bounds. Got the first down. The chains will move, and the clock will stop momentarily on that completed pass to Mason Dates as they go to the hurry-up offense.
Yeah, good job right there. Tried to get out of bounds, couldn't get out of bounds. Clock's running, get the play ready to roll.
And we've got an official timeout. We're going to have a heat timeout on the field. We got cramps across the way right there. Just to the top of the screen, out of frame, you got a Coosa player being stretched out at the 40-yard line across the way. So the Panthers, with 4:17 left to go here in this ball game, down 17-7, with back-to-back first downs. The ball at the 44-yard line of Coosa Christian. Looking at the stats, our stats brought to you by Allen Service Company. 7 of 16 through the air, 135 yards. Nothing more crucial, that 135, than that 20-yard catch from Jenkins to Probst to keep the drive alive on 4th and long. 19 rushes, 80 yards. That's a total of 215 offensive yards in the ball game here for Pell City with 4:17 left to go. Trips down low to the wide side, 1 up top on 1st and 10. Jenkins with Cash in the backfield. Under pressure, Jenkins goes down all the way back at the 43-yard line of Pell City. We got to get this ball set, get this next play off. 2nd down and long, 2nd and 20 now after that sack.
Yeah, he got slammed pretty hard right there. Again, you still can do this. It's still doable. It's just 2nd down. Get half of it back here.
Young split to the right of Jenkins in the backfield. 2nd down long, looking to throw, rolling to the right side. He's going to tuck it and run across midfield. And will be at the 48-yard line of Coosa, and the clock will stop.
Again, good job getting out of bounds. You don't have to get the first down here. You've got 2 downs to get about 14 yards here. So, again, look for something, a flood play, an in, a mid-pass, and a deep. See what reads for you.
2 receivers down low. It's Probst and Johnson. 2 receivers up top. He's looking down low, under pressure. Jenkins is got a hop and skip down to the original line of scrimmage, 4th down and 10 at the 44. And again, another player you see on screen for Coosa down with a cramp, so the clock will stop momentarily. We don't know where it is, unfortunately, with the scoreboard and the clock not operating tonight. Should be somewhere about there. It is 3 minutes, 12 seconds.
You're at a point here that if you get this first down, you've got to get the 10 yards. And every receiver's got to know where they've got to be. They need to know it's got to be right at that 34-yard line. So you don't need to make the catch and try to get to it. You've got to be at the first down when you make the catch. And then coach has to decide right then, do we go deep? You got to score twice in 3 minutes. So if we get the first down here, look for a bomb the very next play because you've got to score.
Yeah, the clock will go back in motion when they blow the whistle as well. See Coach Joey Bennett, bottom of the screen, in that white shirt there, just going out of frame. 4th and 10. Again, we got to convert. We had a 4th and long earlier. A Jenkins to Probst pass kept the drive alive. 3 receivers down low, 1 up top. Out of the shotgun is Jenkins. There is the throw, a bit low and behind the intended receiver, Johnson, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. Watch that one again there. Johnson looked like he was open. Jenkins just couldn't get it to him on that slant.
Yeah, he was definitely open, definitely there, just couldn't get the ball to him. It was the right call. He had the first down if he makes that catch.
There you see Coach Nick Gentry right there. Out of the shotgun, they're looking to just burn the remaining 3 minutes or so left in this ball game.
Let this play go, and then they'll use their other 2 timeouts on 2nd, 3rd down. 3rd and 4th down, rather.
Pell City going to welcome in Clay Chalkville next Friday here at Pete Rich Stadium. That's a tall order right there. The defending 6A state champions loaded again. They had several move to Hoover during the offseason when their head football coach went to Hoover. Still loaded, though. 2nd down and 6. Again, just burning as much clock as they possibly can. The handoff on that left side. And sliding down right at the first down marker. Is it going to be enough, or did he slide just before it? Oh, that's a first down, so yeah, that's not good. Chains will move. Probably somewhere, about $1.50 left to go in this ball game?
Somewhere in there, yeah. We still have 2 timeouts, but they're going to be able to run 3 plays here.
Yeah, and we'll talk to Coach Nick Gentry at the end of the ball game here, and he's not going to be a happy camper, Coach, I can tell you that.
No, he won't. I've been here, sadly, quite a few times, and it's not a pleasant place to be.
Yeah, stick around. You want to hear what Coach Gentry going to say. Meets a wall after a 2-yard gain on that far side. The clock continues to roll as he stays inbounds. Trey Kuziaski on the tackle for the Panthers. Now we got a Panther down on the field with a cramp.
Yeah, this is where you coach. You got to make sure our kids don't lose their discipline and their temper right here. It's easy to get frustrated, mad, and do something dumb here and get a senseless penalty. One of those games, one of those things.
Yeah, here comes J.J. Johnson. He was the one. He's going to get over to the sidelines here, then help him work that cramp out right there. Coosa Christian, it's going to be a good 45-minute-ish ride back to their home turf in Gadsden right off of 7:59. A big win, an upset win. A 2A coming up to a 6A. And not only winning, but winning by 10, 17-7.
Yeah, and they have definitely owned this ball game. They've done what they needed to do. They got the first downs on several 3rd and longs, a couple of 4th downs, and they've kept the drive long enough to keep us off the field offensively.
About an 8-yard run right there, close to the first down marker. And we got another Coosa player down with a cramp. At this point, you just got to drag your butt to the sideline no matter what team you're on. Let's get this thing over with. Here's a flag literally just thrown by the white hat. And this one I think is going to be against the coaching staff. Yeah. That's a get-back warning. Yeah, the coaching staff for Coosa Christian was just about at the hash mark. So there'll be no yardage penalty on that one. That's the first one to get back warning. 37 seconds left to go as they put the clock back in motion on 3rd down and 2. I would imagine they'll take a knee right here. Coach Gentry does not look like, he's got 2 timeouts in his pocket, and he realizes, look, we just got beat tonight by a team who wanted it more.
Again, from the very beginning, they lined up and were not intimidated at all. Came out the very first quarter and, took that drive down there and scored early on us, and it kind of set a tone for them. And they've just played up to par. Tip your hat to a team that does that.
So one more play, and this game will be over on the quarterback keeper. And close to the first down marker. And it's not going to matter because that will be the ball game. A 17-7 victory. Coosa Christian comes down, 7:59, probably takes 2:31 down through Asheville, across the mountain, and beats 6A Pell City. Again, we'll talk to Coach coming up here in just a second. There's Coach Gentry. There's Coach Mark O'Brien, and they have coached together in the past. And I guarantee right now, Coach Gentry saying, look, y'all wanted it more. You just punched us in the mouth, and you kept punching for 4 quarters, and you came out a 17-7 victor tonight.
From the very first drive, Coosa took it down there and scored. They set their pace. They got to do what they wanted to do. Again, a lot of 3rd down conversions and 4th down conversions that gave them hope, that gave them spirit, that kept them going. And again, too many penalties for Pell City. That's one of those things that you're just it just drives a coach crazy. Many of my gray hairs are plays like that happen. But, again, this game doesn't matter for playoffs. It matters for pride, but that's it. Because you've got a team next week that's coming in that's going to be a lot better than this, and you've got to play a perfect game to be able to stay with it. But this isn't the end of the season. It's just another game. You got your 24 hours. I called it the pity party. You flush it, and then you move on to the next game.
There you see Coach Gentry telling his players to get on over there. He'll talk with them here in a second. There's Coach Mark O'Brien getting a hug right there in the white shirt, now hugging looks like J.D. Probst there. And again, we'll get a word with Coach coming up here in just a second. Might have a joint prayer maybe at the middle of the field. Let me see. We may wait till that is over with, and then we'll get a word in with Coach. Yeah, they're going to gather both teams together. You see Coach O'Brien and Coach Gentry that were there together. They'll address both teams. We'll let them obviously do that, and then we'll get a quick word in with Coach. What do you do, Coach? I mean, again, you said you've been here. You go into that locker room, you just shake your head, you go in there, do you scream at them? What do you do?
Screaming ain't going to do any good now at that point because that just makes it worse. And, you got to find the silver lining in every loss, and you got to find something to build on in every win. And you've just got to look back and say, okay, guys, we made them look better than they are tonight because we kept shooting ourselves in the foot. We got way too down in 2nd longs and 3rd longs because of penalties. And, again, you got to go back to your coaches and say, okay, that's 2 games in a row we've had 10-plus offsides penalties, motion penalties, and that's something that's got to get fixed now. You cannot wait for, next Tuesday, Wednesday to start working on that. That's a weekend thing. You've got to go to whether you change your cadence to a simpler cadence. It may help the defense a little bit, but you definitely got to change your or work on it more. Go double overtime on it and get that figured out because that's really what hurt Pell City tonight was just multiple offensive penalties. And, a couple of breaks that didn't happen early, a long pass in our first possession we didn't get that could have been a touchdown. A pass interference against us that kind of changed the ball game after that. So you got to go back and look at those itty-bitty little things that made a difference in the ball game. Even though it was a 10-point game, 1 or 2 plays made the major difference.
You see the 2 teams huddled in prayer. You see Coach Gentry, Mark O'Brien, the head coach of Coosa Christian, with his arm around Coach's left shoulder there. Again, these 2 guys have coached together. I have the utmost respect for Coach Bryant. Went down there and hugged his neck I've known him for a while. Super great guy. Former Navy SEAL. Head football coach for Coosa Christian. Great guy. Heck of a football coach, too. Coming on the road here with this 17-7 victory over 6A Pell City, which was coming off a monster 35-7 win against Pelham just 7 nights ago.
Yeah, it's a very well-coached team. They didn't have a lot of penalties. They had a few, again, but they did a good job of keeping to what they do. So, yeah, he did a super job coaching them up for tonight, watching enough film, knowing what they had to do, and came out and executed.
We're going to get Coach hooked up here with the headphones and the microphone. Coach, you got us all right?
I got you, bud.
Man, I think you summed it up, man, when you went in the locker room. This team just came out and punched the Panthers in the mouth and just kept swinging.
I mean, they did. I'm just going to be honest with you. I'm not going to put it on, the team. It's on me. It's on me as the head coach. I had to get better. I got to change some things up. It was a little lackadaisical this week. It was a weird feeling. People satisfied with the little win last week. We got to move forward. It's 1-0 every week, and like I told you, we can be beat by anybody on our schedule. We can beat anybody on our schedule, but if we come out playing like that the rest of the year, we ain't going to get another win. So I got to get better. The staff's got to get better. We're not putting this on the kids. We didn't have them prepared enough to come out here and play these boys. They played hard, man. Iron Man football. They were physical, and they just beat us up. I'm just going to be totally honest with you. So we got to go back to the drawing boards and get better.
Yeah, Coach Curley here, you got to find the silver lining in any type of loss, and you find something to always work on any win. What can you work on here? What's the silver lining to this emotionally and mentally for your team?
It's just maturity more than anything and leadership. We got guys that need to step up and be leaders. We got to teach them how to be leaders. But when it comes down to it, it's on us as a staff, man. We didn't have them prepared. That's all there is to it, and I'm not going to blame them. It's all on me as the head coach. I'm going to make sure I make the adjustments to go out here and put some W's on the board this year.
All right, Coach, man, as always, we appreciate it. Look forward to next Friday right here against Clay Chalkville.
Thank you, Bubba.
Thanks. There is Coach Nick Gentry, the head football coach of the Pell City Panthers. Let's take a quick timeout. When we come back in 90 seconds, we will wrap it up. We'll take a look at our final stats. Again, the final score, Coosa Christian 17, Pell City 7, here on the River Sports Network.
Hey y'all, this is Carson Branch from Pell City Auto Plus. I'm the best salesman on TikTok and Facebook. We're located on the corner of Cogswell Avenue and Trust Ferry Road. We offer affordable pre-owned used car and in-house financing for all credit histories. We are family-owned and family-run business. If you're in the market for an affordable used car, come over and see us at Pell City Auto Plus, where we always have a pot of coffee ready.
When you bundle home and auto, good things can happen. You get a local agent who can help you choose the right coverage for you at a price that's right for you.
Contact Bart Perry for an auto quote today.
I spy with my little eye my arms are getting closer.
And if that's the case, look at Vision First.
Yes, Vision First is always first on my list. They're physician-owned and operated.
Whether it's eye exams, eye emergencies, or LASIK surgery, their focus is on your focus, not their balance sheet.
Vision First puts your vision first by being a VSP Premier Partner, which means bigger discounts.
Go to visionfirsteyecenter.com and request an appointment.
Vision First.
Back live at Pete Rich Stadium, you see the winning team still on the field there. 17-7, the final score, Coosa Christian over the Pell City Panthers. The Panthers have already made their way into the locker room to our left. Unfortunately, Coach, not the same sight as we saw 7 nights ago where the band was playing, the cheerleaders were on the field, the coaches, the coaches' wives, the students. It's a much somber week 2 here at Pete Rich Stadium. And as we mentioned, it doesn't get any better next week when we welcome in the 6A state champion Clay Chalkville Cougars into town. Before we talk about that, let's wrap up our final stats here, brought to you by Allen Service Company. If you'll break down the Pell City stats here for me, kind sir.
Yeah, definitely different from 1 week ago. You had 22 rush attempts for 80 yards. I think we had that halfway through the first quarter last week, so 80 yards rushing for the entire night Again, 17 attempts, 7 completions for 135 yards passing. Again, much, much different from last week. And again, the biggest thing was the penalties. I don't know the exact number of them. It's at least 14 to 15 penalties, and it's hard to beat anybody when you have that kind of penalty night.
Yeah, and it, we didn't keep track of the flags, but I would, of the 14 or 15, I think 19 of them were motion, before the snap, and it just absolutely killed the momentum. And the cramps going in there. Anytime Pell City had a little momentum going, their cramp that would come out. But look, this is a well-coached team. It's a very good Coosa Christian team that went to the 1A state championship last year, went to the semifinals 4 rounds deep 2 years ago. They make the jump to 2A. They're ranked number 5 this week in 2A, and I expect these guys to make a deep run and to be in the championship game again this year in 2A.
Yeah, they're definitely well-coached, good team. And when we saw them in warm-ups, they've got good size, they've got some skilled players, they have some good-looking offensive, defensive linemen. So we knew they were going to line up well. We didn't think they did handle the depth of the ball game, but they did. They played 4 full quarters. A lot of guys going out in cramps, but they were coming right back in. So, again, you tip your hat to somebody who played well like that. And, again, you have your pity party. You get up tomorrow, flush it. It's a new ball game, new week.
All right, as we wrap up here, let's look at the remaining schedule for the Pell City Panthers. We unfortunately have to update the graphic with Coosa Christian winning 17-7. So Pell City goes to 1-1 on the season. We get into region play next week here, September the 6th at Pete Rich Stadium, Clay Chalkville. So like Coach said, man, you're going to coach them up here this week to get ready for the defending 6A state champions to come into town. And then we continue with region play at Mountain Brook, the first road game on week number 4 for Pell City. The Huffman Vikings, as we come back, 4 out of the first 5 games here at Pete Rich Stadium, which we have 6 home games this year. We take that bye in the middle of the season. We go back on the road against the Oxford Yellow Jackets, a region game. We stay in region play, coming back home against Shades Valley, and our final region game of the season, October the 18th, at Pinson Valley. And then we've got at Clay Central, and then we wrap it up at home against Southside for our 6th and final home game of the season. Coach, man, great job. Look forward to next week, and look forward to seeing what Coach Gentry brings out on the field, and maybe a new fiery intensity by the Panthers, as opposed to what we saw tonight.
They need something. Yeah, they need something. But ready to go. Here we go. Monday's a new week. Got to get ready.
All right, that's going to wrap it up. Thanks to the Senator, Lance Bell, roving the sidelines again for us this season. Scott Elliott with the wireless camera on the sidelines. On the cameras up here, we got J.C. McLean, better known as Mr. Never Nervous Purvis. Also, Andrew Coffey, who is a student here at Pell City High School. I want to thank Alan Rowan, David Birmingham, doing a great job with stats. Tiffany Studdard, a fantastic job as always on producing and directing. And the coach, Jamie Curley, to my side over here. Join us next Friday. It's going to be a 5:45 pregame show. Pell City hosting Clay Chalkville. I'm Adam Stocks. You have a great night. Go Panthers.